Golden
Go
Banana
live.
Award.
The banana.
The banana.
The
bananas.
bananas.
I don't want the banana. You want to know what I want?
Hmm.
I want that Met Gala dress.
That Met Gala
Right,
dress.
I'm talking about the bussy. I want that bussy
Ah,
dress.
no, it's the formal bussy dress.
The
The
formal
bussy
bussy.
dress.
Yes.
We're
Formal bussiness.
people of class.
Yeah, I go for formal business.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's the Met Gala.
You can't go for business casual.
So,
Formal
okay,
business.
what is the theme of the Met Gala that says you can wear a formal bussy?
I don't even know what the fuck they do at the Met Gala.
I have no
Are they going to
idea.
like a concert? Because if it's a concert, I mean,
All right.
the
hold on,
worst
before I-
answer would be Bluebeard's Castle by oh crap, I forgot his name. He is a Hungarian. No, yeah, he was a Hungarian composer. I wanted to say Chopin, but it's not Chopin. Oh
Okay.
crap, history is failing me.
So the Met Gala or the Costume Institute benefit, you go there with a fancy suit or whatever costume, have cocktail hour, and then go walk through the gala, like go through the museum.
Oh. Yeah, mine was way better if they were there to see Bluebeard's Castle by Bartok, which is an opera about the dude that was part of Joan of Arc's thingamajig.
the theme would be bodily autonomy. And
Does that mean I could just go as a giant penis?
I hope so.
Oh, God.
So
I'm just
Also-
remembering all sorts of dumb stuff right now. Okay.
I'll also say, it's not 15 grand to go to the Met Gala. It's 75.
Oh, that's much more
Jesus
expensive.
Christ.
The reason why I got 15, it was actually 5D in 2023. So,
God.
You're not invited, I think, to the Met Gala. You just buy a ticket to the Met Gala.
For 75 grand.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would crash that party hardcore.
Yeah, literally, you go. There are some performances apparently, but you go drink, have dinner, and wander around the exhibits.
Huh.
Because the Met is just like, or the Fashion Institute just holds all the different costumes and art and clothing.
Shit, that reminds me of a band I played with in, I think it was SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't in SoCal. It was in Monterey. They're opening for us, and it's a genre that I have not been quite acquainted with, called porno punk or porno.
I've
grind.
heard. Yes, I believe you told me about this.
Yeah, and all their songs were just stupid innuendos and hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, that's like their shtick, but the whole thing is, body autonomy and all that good stuff. The funniest thing, though, was that in the middle of their set, they had the beer dong, and we're
Mhm.
just doing fucking fuck, what do you call it when you? Oh, they're beer bonging.
Yeah.
So just fucking shotgunning beers and stuff.
Mhm.
It was funny.
I'm about to say, like, what did that one mummy band count as that?
God, I hope so. Except they're funk, and I love
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Here Comes the Mummies are fantastic.
Aren't they all like sexual innuendos also?
Yeah, but theirs are like cleverly hidden kind of ones.
Okay.
Like Pants is a hilarious song because of the double entendre.
Right.
That band that I'm talking about, there was no like hidden meaning of it. It was just fucking out there, full frontal nudity as you would.
Got it. So.
Now if it's
All right.
if it was Here Come the Mummies, I'd be fucking all over that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's great.
All right. Well, good to know. So.
Come in my pants, my shirt, and my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in
I
an
was
hour.
definitely paying attention to that entire conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, you just
right.
know that I'm coming in my pants, my shirt, and my best suit.
That's good for you, buddy.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you, buddy.
Congratulations.
That's why I love that song.
Good on you. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Well, I guess I'm not blowing a wad on anybody today.
Probably good.
I get to keep all my money.
That's also probably good. You probably should save it.
I actually should.
You know you're just going to spend on
that.
guitars.
Hey, it's my birthday month. I'm allowed a birthday thing.
It's my birthday month too. Birthdays!
So you get a birthday thing, and I got my birthday thing.
I swear, I think a drug addiction would be cheaper than your guitar addiction.
A what?
I think a drug addiction would be cheaper than your guitar addiction.
It's only like $300.
Depending on what
it's like
type
the
of
price
drugs.
of a fucking game system. Well, actually, the game system is more expensive than what
It's
I would have
true.
got.
That is true.
That's fair.
And with that,
But
why are we here today, Phil?
no, right.
Mostly, obviously.
Obviously,
yes.
not to talk
we-
about the Met Gala.
we talked about the Met Gala. We talked about the 4 Bussy. What we're here to do today is to play Pathfinder and pick
Woo!
up where we left off last session. And where we were last session is the party headed out from Nola and headed north, trying to find their way and trying to figure out where their Master Tish had come from. So you guys headed out, stopped after one day at a restaurant, gathered information, read through Master Tish's journal, and figured out she came from a small village north of Nola called Wivenhoe. I should say, you figured out it was called Wivenhoe because it was a village hidden in the forest. And that was the last place she was at before she decided to move to Nola. And you then continued moving forward north. You met a raccoon merchant named Dulio, who gave Roberts a fun little charm, which also happened to be a tracking device. Whether or not he has malicious intent or not, or he sees you guys as a bunch of marks, like that he could sell stuff to, that's up in the air. But after having that encounter, you guys stopped in at 3 Streams, a city very cleverly named for the 3 rivers that run through it. And you find out that Wivenhoe lies north of 3 Streams, but you must head west instead of east, because the eastern route is the route that the Duskwalkers have built and maintained, so it's much easier for people to traverse. That's where all the commerce goes through. But the western route goes to the deep forest, and it wasn't as easy to build through. So the route wasn't built there, and Wivenhoe, you had to go through an old highway essentially to get around. You guys headed towards Wivenhoe, and you encountered a guinea pig named Hale, who was caught in a trap. You rescued Hale, and then from that point in time, let him go. But a little while later, 3 bandits appeared. You were able to deal with the bandits quite easily by giving them $20 to fuck off, and they very much agreed.
You said that was $150,000 as point.
It is.
Okay.
It's well, I'm saying 20 gold to fuck off.
Okay.
It was $20 to lay honk.
Which they agreed to after negotiating to 25 gold and a hat. Because one of the bandits, a Kawaka named Muhammad, wanted the Foxy Grandpa hat that old man or Werther's had bought. Some steady negotiations and the production of a new hat. The bandits led you guys to their home, Wivenhoe, which was dealing with economic hardship. You talked to one of the village elders we called Old Man Sanders, who told you guys that Wivenhoe could have been a commercial success or a commercial powerhouse, but they lost the recipe to a very good engineered stone, and that the stone required bone meal from their mill, but they don't know what to mix together to make that recipe to make essentially bone china or porcelain. You're able to, I think, Werther's was able to kind of figure out somewhat what the recipe is and the ingredients, but not 100% sure what it could be. So you guys headed to the bone mill thinking that you might be able to discover maybe old ingredients or notes that are left behind. And of course, the bone was locked up because the person who manned the bone mill, Hale, was headed south to sell off a bunch of bone meal to farmers as fertilizer. And so the party decided to break a window to get into the bone mill, and that activated a trap that Master Tish had left on the bone mill just in case someone tried to break in to steal things, because she assumed that if Wivenhoe became an economic powerhouse and produced bone china, people would try to steal from this community. So she protected a couple of the main things that she built so that intruders wouldn't get through and like harm the people inside. So that's where we left off. All the bones that essentially were laying about that the town had gathered all kind of like moved together to form a bone dog or a bone wolf, basically a large quadruped carnivore.
He has bone ears.
He got bone ears, if you don't notice, because I love awful skeleton toys. If it was a scorpion or something like that, it would be a bone scorpion. Or bone octopus is one of my favorite ones.
Absolutely. Tish is up in heaven right now being like, you have activated my trap card. Shing! And her
Shing.
glasses do the anime thing.
Yeah, of course.
So just out of curiosity, if we had southwest from Wivenhoe, do we end up in Oregon?
Boo.
Or if we head east, do we head to Wivetana?
Wivetana? Yeah, Wivetana. That's the next town over.
Yep, knew it.
You have to head east to Wivetana.
Keep going more south, you get to Wiveta.
If you keep heading east, eventually you get to Wivesanson. Or Wiven Soda.
Wyven Soda.
Oh,
And if you keep going east and south, you end up in Wyven Orda. Nobody wants to go there.
Please.
Yeah, you end up in New Wyven York.
Please tell me to roll goddamn initiative.
Hold on. If we go north from New Wyven York, we can go to Wyvenane.
Wyvenane?
They got lobster there.
I'm switching to battle time.
Head even farther, you go to Wyvanada.
Oh god, the cameras.
Except that would be what was it? New Wyvenland and Wyvendor.
Wyvendor?
Yeah, Labrador, Newfoundland.
Yep. Anyway, why don't you roll me some of that goddamn initiative?
I've stopped participating.
That's probably for the best, actually.
28. Wait, did I roll perception?
You might have.
No, I wrote it. No, it's initiative.
Yeah. Let me roll for Roberts.
Oh, I need to just on my side.
Oh, Roberts goes first on this one.
That better. I'm ready.
Hey, turn on the music on my end. All right. All right. So let's start this battle.
Woo!
So it's Robert's turn as this bone golem actually forms and then lunges at you. So he's gonna go. I'm playing this, but I don't know how to really play kineticist, so I'm gonna use channel elements.
Yep.
Apply effect. So he's gonna have that, and then I'm just going to elemental blast.
There you go.
Everything. He crit failed on the first one.
Perfect.
Rolled a 17 on the next one, and a 12. Wow. So I guess Robert just hits himself in the face. He creates a bone. He creates a wood aura. He goes, huh, and bounces. Hits the bone golem. It bounces like do, and just comes right back and smacks him in the skull. So I'm gonna just put him prone. So, with that, it goes to Le Honk.
Ha ha ha. I rolled initiative. That means I get to rage.
Yep.
For free. Excellent. I've put myself 10 feet up in the air because last time I remembered I flew to smack open a window.
Yep.
And I did say I smacked open a window with my muckatiel.
Yes.
So that's out. In theory.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and flap myself over. Would you say this dog is 10 feet high?
Definitely.
Excellent. I'm going to move my character.
Okay.
There you go. Like a good person. Then, that's one action. I'm going to target the thing, because I know how to use stuff.
All right.
Then I'm going to smack him.
Please.
24 misses.
Miss.
What? Boo.
You try to smack these bones, but you go right through.
Damn.
He doesn't have any meaty parts for you to grip into. Just the muckatiel goes right through the ribs.
Damn. I'm going to have to smack him again.
Yeah, do it.
This is an outrage.
That's a crit.
Yeah! Let's go. 74
Jesus Christ.
damage to Dogman.
Thank God Dogman's immune to bleed. One sec. Dogman. Oh, okay. So -5, -5. Okay. So he takes 62 damage. Because resistance to... Oh, I didn't want that to happen. Please. I want this one. There we go. He's resistant to slashing, bludgeoning, and cold damage. Along with he's immune to bleed since he doesn't have blood.
You know what? That kind of makes sense. So you said he was resistant to slashing and bludgeoning?
Oh, I'm sorry. Slashing, piercing, cold, electrical, and fire.
Perfect.
And immune to bleed, obviously.
Perfect. That's all I got.
All right. Move on to Jenkins.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is... how do I want to flavor this? Okay. Are rubber bands a thing?
Say like basic latex is a thing, but I don't think rubber bands as we think of them don't exist yet.
Oh, okay. No, that doesn't work then.
I don't think vulcanized rubber has been invented yet.
Okay, then Werther's is going to reach into his little satchel and pull out a seed and throw it towards the bone gladiator and cast the cantrip spout.
Okay.
So it needs to make a basic reflex save.
Base reflex of a 26 to save. It rolled an 18. Right.
Okay.
It only had a half and half to pass, and it did not pass.
It takes 13 damage.
All right. And is that me? Okay. It is not immune to bludgeoning, so it takes a full 13.
Oof. All right. And then old man is just gonna smack the thing
All right.
with his vine, which is strike.
All right.
Would that be my basic 18, or should I include the map on that?
You did not make a attack.
An attack. I just cast a spell. Okay.
No, so it's you get the full attack.
Boop. 34.
Yep, that'll hit.
Boop. 13 damage.
13.
So
Awesome.
That's me. Let's smack it.
All right. So it's the Bone Gladiator's turn for this fight.
We've entered the bone zone.
You've entered the bone zone.
Coming to the
All
wrong
right.
bone.
So, what it's going to do is it's going to do its first attack, which is Terrifying Charge, onto Lehonk.
What?
You gasp.
So, first attack rolled is... Lehonk, what's your AC?
27.
It crit with a 39.
Oh,
it rolled
shit.
A 19. It rolled a 19.
Damn.
So, with this damage, with Terrifying Strike, it's going to get this plus 4. So take 26 damage. No, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh dang it.
It's
I
dead.
just
Yay,
killed
we
it on
win.
accident.
Yay, we win!
No! No. Let me redo that.
Brr, bleh. It's still dead. Oh, now
There
it's
we go.
alive.
Now it's alive.
It's alive
Woohoo!
again.
Oh
There you
no!
It's back, Phil. It's back.
I'm alive.
Oh,
I'm dead.
it's because it's being targeted. That's why it's taking that. All right, Lehonk, take 52 slashing damage.
I have something for this.
Yes.
I do. It's called Scars of Steel. I flex
Scars of
my
Steel.
I flex my scars and I get 9 resistance to that.
All right. 9 resistance. So
She's
So
at
you take
52.
only- yes, so take only 43 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
All right, and then I need you to roll me a will save.
Okay, well, we'll save. Ah.
DC 25.
What does Will say?
How about a
Honestly.
28?
All right, you avoid being demoralized by the terrifying strike.
I flex my scars and I tell him to go fuck off.
You'll mess with
All
the
right.
bonk. You'll get the bonk. Ho, 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 ho.
Ha ha ha.
All right, and with that, it's going to make one more attack. This one's going to be on Werther's.
Bring it.
34.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that a crit?
No.
Okay.
My AC is 27.
All right. All right, take 15 damage.
15?
15.
Yay.
15
Yeah.
slashing. That's going to be its turn. I'm going to go with Roberts is up next. He's going to stand up to take that action. So that's going to be his first one. And then he's going to blast.
He's a blaster.
Oh, those two hit. So he's able to do damage on that guy. Let's roll damage. 13. And 20. Wow, he does 33 damage. Damn. But the Bone Gladiator's still up. And that's going to be his turn. Jacques, it's your turn.
Already? Oh boy. Let's see here what I'm going to do. I wish to grab him.
Okay, yeah.
Let me go to my, not inventory, proficiency.
Hmm.
Does a 30 grab him?
It just barely.
Ha
He had a 29 DC to grab.
I technically do take a -1 because of the armor I'm wearing, so that is technically a 29. But
Well,
meets
it.
it, beats it? Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I have him grabbed. That was my first action. Second
Okay.
action.
Let me put that on there.
I wish to thrash this guy.
All right, do it.
He needs a DC 30 basic fortitude save.
34.
Damn it! I think if he saves, you take nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, fine. Let's see, are you Thrasher for your class DC? Well, fine then. I see
I
how
think
it
we
is.
had this this issue before. I think base saves, you take half by the rules. Basic saving throws. On a success, take half damage. Yep.
Oh, okay. So
it wasn't a crit success, so.
Okay, so it is. They take bludgeoning damage equal to half your strength modifier. So that's gonna be 2. My strength modifier is 5, so 2.
So
plus
yeah,
weapon specialization damage plus your rage damage.
Yes.
So that's going to be rage damage is 13, so 15. I'm not quite sure what my weapon specialization damage is.
Okay, so it's 5 plus 13, which is 18, and your weapon specialization damage. It's a great question. We'll do 9. We'll do 9 right now.
Perfect.
We'll figure out what the weapon specialization damage is. All right.
Hey, he's dead.
Yeah, you grab this dog, and then you grab him while still in the air, and you toss him like bam, 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 and the dog just explodes into pieces.
I want to say I still have like a femur, and I'm beating the other pieces with that femur.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as the battle stops, like, there is your bone meal. Are you happy? And I take one more whack at it.
Oh yeah. So. But as you're like, there, I did it, and all the bones are like scattered about, you see them kind of jostle.
Ah! I hit him again!
Oh yeah. One sec, I got to shrink this man.
Oh.
And then I'm going to, one sec, so I can,
Oh god.
oh, you're...
Listen, my hog was just dancing a little bit. It's definitely not because I was pressing a button and scrolling at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. There it is. That's what I want. Update, and then it goes here. There we go.
Adorable. Oh god!
Yep. As you beat this bone gladiator to pieces, all the bones go flying everywhere. They begin to jiggle, and then they all kind of form into smaller gladiators. So
this is that situation of, would you rather fight one bear-sized dog or 3 dog-sized bears?
Yep. Could you take on 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
No, I don't know. We'll find out.
We're gonna find out.
So, with that, we go to Werther's, as all these bone gladiators just begin to form up, and they're all your guys' size.
Okay. I think I forgot to activate this. I'm going to do some reading in between my turns, but I'm going to do Act Together.
Okay.
Which I think is just standard operation. Anyways, why do I still have temporary HP? Oh,
that's from Roberts. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Jenkins is going to cast Boost Eidolon.
Okay.
So when Werther's hits, he gets a +4 to damage.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna punch number 2 because he's close.
Number 2. All right.
Wrong thing. That thing. Punch. Crit.
Oh, heck yeah!
That's a crit. All right. Roll me that crit damage.
Okay. And +4, so 40 damage.
40 damage.
So, bam. Punch him.
Yeah. Is that with the vines? You're like, kapow! You just...
Oh, no, it's a fist. It's just straight up his fist extends and he punches it.
Oh, I'm glad. It's just like, whoop, like an extendo fist.
It's got reach.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Whoop. It's like Rocket Punch.
Oh, I thought it was one of those extendo gloves.
That would be funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
just assume.
It's like Monkey D. Luffy, actually. If we're being honest.
I just assume it's like an extendo boxing glove, but it's vines instead.
I like the Monkey D. Luffy one better.
All right. That's great. All right, that's your first attack.
Oof. That's it for me because that's all. Oh no,
All
I
three
can do
action?
another. No,
No.
I still have an action. My bad.
Yeah, I thought you had one more.
Okay. Yeah. Do I want to punch him again, or do I want to smack it? I'll punch him again. 30.
Yeah, 30 to hit.
Okay. And that is 16 damage.
16, yeah. You're like, boom, you just bash this smaller bone gladiator. And its head kind of goes spinning for a moment.
Good.
So, but it's still up and ready. So, bone gladiator 1's turn. So it's going to move into combat, and it's going to try to beat up Roberts. So it's going to just roll attacks. First attack, second attack. Right there, we're going to see what we hit. They 22 and 21. I don't think that hits Roberts. No, nowhere near. All right. So that's going to miss, and we go to Bone Gladiator 2, the one you were fighting. So it's also going to move into position, and it's going to try to attack Jenkins. So it's going to do 2 attacks. 1 and 2. That's a 32 and a 27.
32 connects, 27 matches.
Okay, that's both 2 hits. Let's roll once, twice. Oh wow, they rolled this same amount twice. Both hit, so that's going to be a 38 damage to you, slashing.
Ouchies.
That's its turn. We go back up to Robert's turn. I realize I think he has an armor ability.
Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
an action to activate it. It adds +5 to your AC. For
Yeah, I'm
10
trying to remember
rounds.
which one it is. Hard armor. Here it is.
Yes.
So he's going to do that. So he has another bonus 3 AC. So puts him up to 30.
Oh,
That's his
Wood
first
only
action.
gets bonus 3? Wow.
+3 to Dex cap.
Ah.
Okay, and he's going to hit the first and then the second. Their melee blast. So he crits on the first one for Gladiator, Bone Gladiator 1, and he still
Woo.
hits with the second one. So
Woo.
roll that damage. So 16 damage. Actually, I'm sorry. That's 32 damage. Robert doesn't take 32 damage. No!
Nah, Fry's character definitely takes 32 damage. He hits himself.
So he takes. Bone Gladiator takes first 32 damage and then takes another 10 from Robert's attack. Alright, we go to Bone Gladiator 3, which is the one over here. So, this point in time, it's going to run over here. And Lehonk is 10 feet in the air still, right?
Yes.
Or is he on the ground?
He's 10 feet in the air, as denoted by my little 10 foot above my character.
Okay, he can't actually reach you without being directly underneath you.
Ha!
So,
Fuck
at this
you.
point in time, I'm gonna go over here. So, 2 of your characters are now flanked.
Uh-oh.
So, he's gonna make a strike on Werther's, and that one misses. And miss.
Good.
Even with the flanking bonus, still misses. Alright, Jacques, it's your turn.
Haha! I shall move my character. Here it comes. You ready for this big brain move? I'm gonna go ahead, move 5 feet. Hiya! And then I'll move 10 feet down, so I'm on the ground now.
Alright.
Lehonk, that might not be a good idea. I was planning on puncturing them with some life-draining roots.
Well, you did not tell me that before I moved.
Okay.
Do the other one, and then I will bonk this guy.
Okay.
Bonk. 36.
crit.
Yeah!
What damage?
56 damage.
112 damage. Oh, but they still have resistance. So let's see. Oh, that's times 2. I'm sorry. I thought you'd rolled 56 on a normal hit. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, no, that is already multiplied by 2. So,
Okay.
minus his
So-
resistances.
So that's minus, let's see, 2, 5, 12. So that's going to be 44. damage he takes. All right. We have one more action.
One more action. I will bonk him again.
All right. Do it again.
24.
That still hits.
Haha! I swing my muckatiel around and bonk him right in the leg.
So that's 20 damage. All right. So that goes to Werther's. It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna act together again. Use one action for Werther's to cast Boost Eidolon, and then we'll do 2 actions. Bonk number 2.
All right.
So first strike, 33.
That will hit.
So
How to
that's
crit
gonna
though?
be
So 18 damage.
24
24.
or 22. 22. I can math. 22 damage.
Okay.
And then second strike, 18.
18 does not hit.
So that goes wide. And that's it.
All right. It's Gladiator 1's turn. Going to continue trying to eat this chipmunk. Rolls for the first attack. 18 misses. 17 misses. And that's a crit. Rolled a 30 with a crit. So he's going to take double damage, 36 damage to Roberts. I think he has a damage resistance, so he only takes 34. But that's its turn, and Gladiator 2 is going to go continue after Werther's. So it's going to make a strike. White 1. It's a 29 to hit. 30 and 20. So 2 hit. So Werther's take 37 damage.
Oof, I'm hurting.
All right, top of the round. It's Robert's turn. I think he has, let's see, he has his armor up. He's going to use that Sanguine Roots. Do all 3 of his actions.
Okay.
So he's going to send that. Did I send that? Oh, I did. I sent that twice on accident. Okay, so these guys have to pass a 29 fortitude save. First one, that's a crit fail. And the other one passed. So this one takes half damage. Have a 7. So this one takes double. So he'll take 14, and this one takes 2 right now. All right, that's gonna be Roberts. Number 3. Now that the honk is in position, it's going to attack.
Boo.
Turn on attack the honk. First attack, second attack, third attack. Let's see what we get. We have a crit fail, a 22 and a 23. The honk, give me a retribution strike.
Haha! Lay bonk! It's a crit!
That's a crit!
Lay bonk. Oh, mouse, why? 48 damage on that crit.
Right, so minus 2, minus 5, minus 2, so that's 36 damage on that crit.
You
so as you calm down,
the bonk. You get
that's
the
a bonk.
honk.
You bash this one, and that's gonna be its turn. The honk, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh boy, seeing that, give me 1 second here. It's only 1 creature. Seeing that Werther's is in a little bit of trouble, I'll go ahead and on Bone Gladiator 2, I'll cast Draw Ire.
All right.
So I need a will save DC 27.
16.
Critical failure, actually, I think?
Yeah, it is. It lost by 10, so it's a crit failure.
The target takes double damage and has a -2 to attacks against anybody but me.
Okay.
So 16 damage since that's a crit failure.
Okay. Oh, this is mental, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, trick about undead. They are immune to mental damage since they don't have a brain. But it will stick. Actually, no. Give me one moment. When you did that one, let me check the draw ire. Emotional, manipulate, mental. Yeah. No matter what, if you try to draw ire, it is actually immune to that.
Ah, damn.
Undead can't be affected by emotional or mental attacks.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's my entire turn.
Yeah, I just realized that, like, oh, these are undead. They are constructs, so they can't actually be affected by mental attacks. So you cast that, and it kind of like head turns at you, and then continues to try to eat Werther's.
Well, I tried.
But it's Werther's turn.
All right. Do an act together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use one for Old Man to move us a little bit out of range.
Okay.
5. Okay. Then I'm going to use 2 to cast Life Draining Roots, which is a 30-foot line.
All right.
And I'm going to guess that that's going to hit Timaeus.
Probably.
So I'm going to shout to Timaeus, duck, as I cast this. Or jump. Probably jump.
Something.
And I'll crush one. I'll crush a bramble whirl in my hand as I cast this. Oop. And they need to do a basic DC 26.
Reflex. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So Timaeus passes that, and I want to check, does he have that ability which negates if you pass a reflex save, you just don't take any damage. Character ability, is that it? No, it's fortitude. I don't think he has it. That's okay. He will take half damage, and let me roll for the bone gladiators. So reflex, they roll a 16, and so that's a crit fail, and a 20. So both fail, one crit fails.
See, this thing doesn't have any conditions for crit fail or crit success. So I think a basic success just negates damage.
So basic success is half damage listed. Critical failure is double damage listed.
Gotcha. All right. Wow, 33.
33. So Timaeus is going to take half of that. So he's going to take 16. And this Bone Gladiator in front of you, Bone Gladiator 2. No, what is it? Life draining root, concentrate. Okay, wood. So, how do you imagine like that attack going?
I imagine like it sprawls across the ground, and once it makes contact with something, it just shoots spikes up through it.
Sure. So, the one that takes 66 damage, Bone Gladiator 2, you hit it and the spikes just like shoot up out of the ground. And basically, so many of them hit and catch onto the bones, it literally just tears the Bone Gladiator apart.
Nice.
Bone Gladiator 1 is still up and moving, and Timaeus is like balanced in between the roots. Like he dodged, and it hurt to touch them, but he didn't get impaled.
Okay, and that means I get 3d4 temporary hit points. Because I hit 3 creatures. Yay me.
Woohoo!
Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, Gladiator's going to continue hitting Timaeus. None of them hit. So that's its turn. We go back to Timaeus. Top of his round. He has to open up his gate, which is one act. Is that one action?
Yes.
So he uses that, and then he's going to blast again.
And then I
So,
started
try-
blasting.
Then he started blasting. Let's see, does he hit? 27-35, he does. So, and then he blasts away the one that's kind of caught in the roots with another vine attack. So that one is down.
Woo!
So we go to Bone Gladiator 3, its turn. It's going to try to attack Le Honk again.
That's just rude.
Yep, 3 attacks on you. So, I think the 36 is the only one that lands.
That'll do her.
All right. Oh, there he is.
It's a fry.
Huzzah! Messing up my cameras.
Yeah, he did.
Well, we'll just have to wait on that. What's the damage?
15.
Not too bad. Okay, fix the cameras.
Oh, it didn't take you long at all.
I have row.
Yeah, that was almost a crit, but that is that's the Bone Glider's turn. Jacques, it's your turn.
Oh no! I was fixing cameras. You know what? I'm gonna do a perfect pirouette and bonk him.
Yeah, bonk him.
28 damage. 17 damage.
Sure.
Minus resistance.
You do a perfect pirouette and you smack the head off this Bone Glider, this bone dog, right off its shoulders.
You ask for the bonk, and you get the honk as I smash the head in.
Yeah. And with that, we get to the point where the bones rattle again, but they all just kind of like fall to the ground. It seems like the magic trap finally ran out of juice. Only able to create 4 golems.
Now Shawnee is here twice. That's right.
All right. With that, then I'm gonna chug a potion.
Yep, we're out of combat.
Actually, I don't think I have a potion. That's unfortunate. Oh, I know what I can do.
Could you just make something? Or heal?
No, I'm
treat
going
wounds?
to use a minute to cast Vital Beacon.
Oh, perfect.
So I will take the first heal, which is 4d10.
Oh, yes, it's a well thing.
Yeah, except
yes.
you have to touch me.
Yes.
Touch me. Oh yes, touch me.
I'm good, honestly.
Okay, so 4d10, I get 23 HP back. Why can't?
Go
Oh,
back
that's
to
why I can't click.
There we go.
I know how to do things.
I know how to run OBS like perfectly, really well. Right, Fry?
That's right. OBS master. There's
Yeah.
a reason why we let you be in charge of it all.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Dear Cranberry Tobias. Dread Pyro Roberts, do you need any healing?
He's not sure.
Well, sorry, what?
Tobias, do you need
I-
healing?
I think I kind of blinked out. Where are we again?
Does he actually need healing? I don't remember how much damage he
Yeah, he's at 92 out of 138.
took. Okay, I'm gonna walk over and slam against him.
Oh,
You get
Wait.
4d8 healing.
ow! Why does my knee hurt?
Okay. Take that. 25 points. Then I guess
Okay.
I'll use. How cute that you said you're fine.
Well, if you have extra, I will not say no to it.
I have 2 more.
I'll take one.
Okay. Touch me.
Where?
Usually on the carapace.
Okay, and I'll give you a gentle pit pat.
All right, 46 coming your way, 14,
Nice.
and then I'll take the last 4d4. Ba-da-boom. Yeah. 11.
Nope, that doesn't work.
Yeah, wow, you just took 138 damage. That's not right.
Yep.
That's an ow.
Orthus, what did you do to Lahonk? No!
Spasming on the ground.
Well, I mean, I did close the hole in your hand from the roots that I shot towards you.
Say plus
Wait,
100.
why'd my voice change? What the
There
fuck?
you go.
Thank
Oh
you.
no!
Then I get 14 points. Okay.
Yeah.
166.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm at 73. A little bit over half. That's better.
You should be fine. We'll rest up, get you some nice food and drink. Well, actually, they don't have nice food and drink. We'll get you something.
I can make stuff.
Ah, there you go.
I can find different kinds of mushrooms.
It's
Oh, boy.
okay, I got us covered. And Roberts will hold out his arm, and fruit will start to grow off it.
Bro.
That is heavy.
Yep. So 3 pieces of fruit grow off my arm, and each one will heal you 2d6 plus 5.
I like to think that just
I begrudgingly eat one.
I just like to think that Robert just reaches under his like tree branch arm, just pulls out a bunch of grapes.
Great.
Straight from the armpit.
Yeah, straight from the armpit.
I will also partake in these armpit grapes.
I
Nice.
think that's a euphemism.
All right.
Nice. Thank you very much, Tomias. This is
Oh,
very good for armpit grapes.
you're welcome. I've been working on this trick for quite a while. You'd be surprised by just how hard it is to cultivate them without the natural yeast turning them to wine.
Gross!
Musty.
Oh, that's how I do that. Okay. Neat. Boop, boop.
All
We're
right.
learning Foundry, even though we've been playing this for like, what, a year?
I have never done a healer, okay?
It's true. So, you guys push back the security force that was in place by Tish, and the bones are just like all settled on the ground, all scattered about from you guys beating them back. If it wasn't anybody other than a couple seasoned adventurers, this probably would have been a very deadly encounter.
Yes, it would have.
Very much it seemed like from your guys' recollection, just knowledge of your master, she built this for the sole fact of like people will eventually want this building, and so it seems like the building itself is guarded. So you don't know how long it's going to be till that spell regens.
We
But
should.
you're like, she's smart enough to know that the spell will recover if you try to break in again.
We should move quickly, I think.
Okay.
I think you guys got this. Let me do something here. And I'll swap the heads of the guardians around.
You're
Nope.
gonna swap the head of one bone dog for another bone dog?
Yep.
But what will that accomplish? I am so confused.
That way they will be confused.
I don't think that's how
I don't
undead
think
work.
they care. They're dead.
Are you sure? I swear I see numbers etched into the bones to denote which body they go to, so next time they come alive, they'll have to take a moment and swap their heads to be proper.
I don't think this is a paint by numbers here.
While Tomias is busy doing that, I'm going to use Prestidigitation to lift a rock.
Yeah.
Or no,
All right.
that's not what that is. I'm going to use Telekinetic Hand to lift a
Okay.
rock. And
Got
I'm going
it.
to carve into one of the bones.
Werther's original.
No. I forgot our master's name. I just blanked
Tish.
on it.
Tish.
Tish. I'm going to write into one of the skulls, Tish was here. W-U-Z.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to casually roll it towards Tomias.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh.
Tomias, you see a bone roll towards you. You're like, a signature. A clue.
Hey guys, I think we're on the right path. And I'll hold it up and I'll point to it. I think our master was here for sure.
Yes, indeed.
I figured that would be obvious by the giant statue of her back in the downtown area, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe that was another giant alligator woman.
I believe
mean,
he was a
there are
crocodile.
Yeah, our master was a crocodile. That must have been some other giant creature if it was an alligator.
I once slept with a monitor lizard. They kind of look similar. I'll go ahead and fly up to the window before
Sure.
anybody.
No,
can-
I think we need to go take a class on sensitivity.
Sorry, can't hear you. I say, squeezing through this window.
This is a very serious issue. We
Sure.
cannot make light of it.
Lehonk, you're able to squeeze the window and like get down to the main floor and unlock the door from the
Who
inside.
says unlock the door? I leave that
Well, if
out
you don't
there
have to.
to deal with the bone zone. No, I'm
Oh, if
kidding.
that's the case.
I'm
I mean,
kidding.
I can just go through.
I'll unlock the door for them.
Or let's head inside the mill.
Mm. Look at all that bone juice.
Yeah.
We've been
So-
here before. This map feels familiar.
So this map I didn't actually use in our other campaign, but I did show it to you.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
right.
right.
let's be fair here, I will most likely reuse maps because I have a giant catalog of them now. So I'm just going to be reusing them
That's fair.
just because they're just battle maps and whatnot.
Bum, bum,
So-
bum, 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 bum,
Bum,
bum,
bum, bum, bum, bum.
bum.
Right now, none of the gears and everything are running. It seems like the water wheel is disengaged. So there's one main gear that's actually spinning with the river, but none of the other machinery is actually turning. So it looks like Hale's smart enough to like unlock the system when he's not there. So, but yeah, what you see is just like a bunch of like grindstones, vats, and things like that that like soak the bones or grind them up into pieces and turn them into a nice fine powder. But on top of that, if it was just a mill, it would be much simpler. All of you are familiar with a wheat mill or grain mill. It's just two giant stones, and then you put grain into it, and flour comes out the bottom. Like, real easy. This is like excessively complicated of a mill. Like, there's a lot more stuff going on here, but you're not quite sure what. So just like instant, you're like, yeah, this mill is something special.
This is more complicated than just grinding up bone meal.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that, like I said, that were two, you just go to top floor, toss the bones in, grinds up, bottom floor, you just collect the meal.
But looking at it, can I see where Hale has ground up the bones to make regular old bone meal?
Oh yeah, that's really easy to figure out. So you were up on the second floor of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go back upstairs, and you can see where like the chute is, where you would load in the bones, and you can just peer down into it, and you can see there's a giant grindstone
Mm-hmm.
that they fall into.
And I can assume, maybe not assume, if I investigate more thoroughly, is all the other machinery used for, like, making the bone china?
Probably intuit that.
Okay. Okay, so, seems like this is where the bone china was made. Looks like they only have one part of it working. Wurzers, do you have the recipe, yes?
Something like that.
Shall we try our hands at it? Do you think we could make something?
Well, I'm just a little curious. I'm gonna crawl off of Old Man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I don't think I have the skill. Well, I can just fly. I'm gonna fly around in
Okay.
the lower section and like take a look at
Mhm.
the gears and stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. So, as you head down, you fly into the lower section. So, basically, where the grindstone is, it's like the main floor. But obviously, when you look down at it, like there's more stuff underneath this mill. So the mill goes down into the earth. So it looks like it's maybe 3 levels, 4, how deep it is. But you fly down into the belly of it all, and you can see like there's other machinery down here. But there's not really space for people to work, it seems like. So not like a worker could come down here and load ingredients into it. So it's all gears and machinery.
Okay. Sorry, all my notes just got deleted, which was really fun.
No!
Oh no!
All right. So it's all just gears and machinery.
Yeah, so there's not any real platform. If you imagine like someone to work down here, you're tiny compared or small compared to everyone else, and you can kind of fly, and then the gears are running. But you're like, if I was Lehonk size or Robert size, there's no place for me to stand. You'd be standing on a gear down here.
I guess I'm kind of like searching to see if there's like anything that looks like there's like hints of rust or disuse.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're not rusted. That's also a surprising thing that you've noticed. These gears are they're worn. Like, obviously, they have turned. But for gears that might be 100 years old, you're like, these are pretty good. Like, they're just covered in dust and dirt, but they're not actually damaged.
Okay, so they haven't been... There's some part of the mechanism that hasn't been engaged.
Yeah, you can intuit by just looking at it. You're like, yeah, this is pretty obvious. You can just, like, touch it with your hand, and it's just dusty. Like, hell, there are cobwebs between gears.
All right, after I do that, I'm going to fly back up.
Mhm.
Well, it seems they know how to use one part. They can engage one part of it, but they don't know how to engage the other. I think that's the bigger issue here.
Was there any control panel down there? Do you think it's all up here?
I think it'd be up here. There's no way anybody besides someone my size can fit down there.
All right, excellent. I shall look around for a control panel, levers, what have you.
Sure, give me perception.
Also assist in that search.
Yep.
I got a 37, got a 39
Yeah.
with Tobias's help.
Yeah, a 39 is excellent if Tomias is aiding you. So you wander around this entire bone mill, going like flying up to the top floor, kind of wandering around, and it's not instantaneous, but you're just kind of like, okay, if I was Tish, where would I design things? Because you have an idea of how her design philosophy is, and you're like, if I was her, I would actually hide the control panel. Basically, if you could prop it into the wall, it would disappear. And so people who weren't supposed to be there wouldn't even like notice that control panel existed. So you kind of like run your feathers along the side of the wall.
I got it.
Yeah.
I take the handle of my muckatiel and start gently tapping,
Yeah,
listening
that's
for,
what's good.
for hollowness.
And so you start like tapping with the muckatiel, and like it sounds like wood wall, wood wall, wood wall. But the trick is like you tap one section of it, and it's sturdy, like a tonk. So it's like dum. Like it's much denser than it should be.
All right, if I know Tish, it's somewhere around. I begin running my feathers along this panel, looking for the secret latch.
Sure. You go in, you kind of search for the secret latch, and you're like, and it would be here. And you like flip open a false like panel, and there you can actually see there's a keyhole.
We are looking for a key, gentlemen.
Okay.
Or somebody is proficient in lockpicking.
No.
I'm sufficient in lock smashing.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I'll do perception to try and find this here key. Actually, I'm going to roll two different ones. I'm going to split off from Old Man and have him also look for one.
Sure.
Multiple characters. Boop, boop.
No. Oh, well,
Oh.
Wow.
that is
We both suck.
double
Damn.
crit failures.
Wow. Sherlock and Watson over here. You guys are like, nah, we got this. And you just leave. Like, obviously, it's in a fake rock. And you just leave out the door.
Hold on. I think I remember it back in town.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You're just like, all right, bye.
Don't forget to check it behind the statue.
I think we just... okay.
Okay, I tried.
All right. It is either with Hale or somewhere in this workshop. Shall we split up?
Oh my god.
Tag team
I
it,
mean-
Roberts.
Do you want me to try to pick the lock while we wait for Werther's to go fetch the key?
I'd like to look for a key first, I say, headed back to where the main workshop area is.
Okay.
All right. So we did in perception that you guys found the actual thing. So let's go and let's see what we can do for finding a key and whatnot.
If I were to maybe craft a hidey hole for a key, or society, or
I would say-
survival.
I'll take survival or thievery.
Okay, I will do survival.
As will I. As funny as it would be to roll thievery.
Oh, I got a 27.
Pretty good. So with a 27, I would say this is not a actual pass with a 24 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're like, okay, if I were to put a key anywhere in this like workshop, where would I put a key? And eventually you're like, oh, I have an idea where she would have actually made a key cubby. Like, obviously, like she would be smart enough to put a secure area where you can store it. And you do the exact same thing. You're like, she would have hid it. So let's go wander around the workshop and try to find a hidden location for her. So you do the muckatiel thing. You guys are tapping along, trying to find it. And of course, you do. You're like, oh, we got a panel. And see, you press the panel, and a little wooden box pops open on the floor.
Aha!
And you creak it open, and where there should be keys, it's empty.
Son of a bitch!
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a success to find it.
Looks like somebody lost the key. Or Hale has it. And in which case we have to wait for him. I don't want to wait for him. I'm impatient.
Do you think the key is there and just invisible?
I search around with my feather fingers for invisible keys.
And flingers.
My flingers, if you will.
All right, give me a magic roll.
Oh god. Occultism.
Yeah.
For ghosts. I only got a 22. Okay.
You don't find a key.
I am sorry, it looks like this is not a ghost key. But good thinking, Tomias.
Well, one of these days it'll be a ghost key.
One of these days, my friend. But until
I
then...
turned over every rock and I found nothing.
Ah, damn.
Did you look in the statue as well?
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Pop back in real quick. I think it's going to take me about 10 minutes to walk. Well, it's probably going to take me 20 minutes to walk there and walk back. Is that okay?
Well, let's look at the statue later. Maybe we can just, like, pop
Are you sure?
the panel.
I can go do that.
I honestly, I think I need your help with this panel over here.
Oh, okay.
We go back over to the control panel. It looks like the key is either lost or stupid Hale has it.
Okay. What would it be in the knowledge to, like, make a quick key?
I think that's still in the thievery category.
Okay.
So, because you have to like be able to basically lockpick and like make a key from that. So you have to understand how to build and pick a lock or build a lock.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you had like a lore skill locksmith, I would have given it to you, but
No, I don't.
yeah.
Okay. Then I will try to roll thievery.
Okay.
My hopes are not high.
That's fine.
Hang on. Okay.
hang on. 8.
Does it? How bad is it?
So with an 8, it's an obvious failure to this point. Where there's you go in and you're like you try to like get a few like tools you do have, just you have on you start like poking into the thing trying to figure out what type of lock this is. And you think it's like it's easy, it's just like any other like flat key tooth and groove lock until you stick it in there and like and it just bends your tools. You're like, well, that's not right.
Well, if someone could figure out what the pattern is, I could definitely make a key.
Let me have a stab at it.
Yeah.
And I will summon elements, and my best approximation of a wooden lockpick grows out of my arm.
Sure.
And see, you need something with a little bit more rigid. As I take a stab at it.
These were metal.
So you try the same thing. And it also just breaks when you try to get in there.
Well,
Actually,
I guess I should have gone with Willow.
Do I happen to see a crowbar around here?
So something I will say when you guys are like trying to fiddle with this lock, so you guys assume that it's like a normal like flat key, teeth on the bottom, you pick it in. So when you guys put the lock picks and you try, you realize as you're finagling with it, it's actually really shallow, like really thin on how it looks. And when you're just kind of going through it, you're like, I think this key is like a circular piece that you stick it in there and then you turn it like a clockwork key.
Oh.
So imagine like a wind-up key. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I have
Can
a
I just
feeling.
grab a bone and craft a wind-up key?
Oh, yeah, you can try.
All right. 26.
I mean, you craft a basic wind-up key. You don't know if the teeth are gonna fit.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna work. I jam it in there and start cranking.
Sure, you actually do that, and it definitely moves a little bit, but you get to a point where the bone just breaks. So you got some give, but the teeth alignment wasn't right. The tumblers didn't actually click into place.
I'm gonna look around the workshop. Do I see any fine tools, like tweezers or something like that?
Sure. I mean, you had a really high perception check when looking around the workshop. I'll just say, yeah, there are fine tools and tool sets around the workshop.
Okay, so this is a stupid idea. We need to find the pattern of the teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have tweezers now. I have some soap. What if I put a little bit of soap on the end of these tweezers, stick it in there, pull it out, and see if I can get the pattern of the teeth?
That's what I was trying to do initially. Was get some clay and try and shove it in there to get the pattern.
Sure. Yeah, you can make a soap negative.
Yeah. What do you think?
Or even a
about
clay
that?
negative. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Can
I'll
I
take
just
a.
assist with the soap negative.
Yeah.
What's that gonna be?
So we done crafting one, all that. Let's see. What's a good? 'Cause I feel as if it's a finessing thing, and we've done thievery. I don't want to do thievery again. It's survival and crafting.
Stealth. We're attempting to be
What about intimidation?
sneaky and crafty.
I intimidate the soap to take the negative.
I'll take stealth.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
I got a 20.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you take the lead Werthers with a crit, you can definitely figure this out.
Okay.
So, you guys make a mash either with soap or you take the clay and you stick it into the actual key or the lock, and then very slowly over time you can actually discern the actual pattern you need to make a key out.
Okay. Then I'll use some of the bone to make a key patterned after that.
With the crit, yeah. It's pretty easy once you get it. So basically you just take one of the bones, you knock off the head of one of the arm bones, wrap the clay, and you just kind of chisel out the teeth. So it's real easy once you get it. So you do that, and you stick in the lock, and you start turning. And you think it's turn, and it's giving you quite a bit of resistance. So you assume it's going to break, but eventually it just kind of gives a cha-chunk. Because it feels like this thing hasn't been opened, so it's probably dusty, and the gears are probably dirty. So just like everything else. And when you do that, the console opens up. It just kind of plops open.
The soap.
We did it!
The soap helped lubed up the mechanisms.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
When in doubt, lube it up.
Yep.
I could have got some penetrating oil for that.
If
We
you
all
say
could
so.
use penetrating oil.
Well,
I mean, that's
guess
a
I
real
don't need-
thing. It's very useful.
I guess I don't need this anymore. And I'll put my improvised sledgehammer I was putting together to the side.
It still might be
Perfect.
useful. We might have to knock a few gears together. We'll find out. So I don't suppose there's a handy dandy guide to turning on the bone china machine just on the inside of that door.
Well, we've got
Surprisingly,
a console now, right?
you have a console, and surprisingly, yes,
Well, shit!
there is an etched plate basically where the console fell out. It's if you want to imagine, it's like a typewriter. Bunch of, and then on the wall that it's like adjacent to, like this wall, there's an etched plate with instructions.
Ah,
Oh,
perfect.
crap. Do any of you know how to use a QWERTY?
I think.
Oh, none of us
I
went to
think
typing
so.
class.
Sure,
Yeah.
I do. That's a sexual position, right?
QWERTY alakazam. Right?
All right. I'll get to it.
Shit, I should have skipped those typing classes you want us to take.
Typing is
All
for
of you have-
nerds.
All of you have regrets of like skipping class from her.
Okay, then. I'm gonna say old man knows how to type then.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, you guys see it and you're like, okay, and like you see the instructions, and old man begins like the type, like you hear like chick 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 as he's like trying to type in instructions into it. And when old man puts in the commands you have there and he presses return, like it sends, but nothing. There's no output. So you can hear like a. Have you guys ever heard like a mechanical calculator? When you put in the commands, it goes and it starts rolling gears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys hear the gears rolling, but there's like no output for you guys anywhere. Like nothing prints out, nothing types out.
Where's
I
the
thought you
thingy
said
to
you knew how to
engage
work
the
this.
water wheel?
Oh, hold on. Two people are talking at once. Gimli one, go.
No. Where's the thing to engage the water wheel?
Oh, that is on the other side of the workshop. It's just a big old lever.
Lehon, can you go over there and pull that there lever?
Sure, I can. Fry, what did you want to say?
No, I was just asking Werther's if he knew how to work this. I find that a little questionable. Nothing happened.
I think we need power, I say, pulling the lever to engage the water wheel.
Yep, one of the gears, like there's a spinning gear and a slip gear just like clicks in, and then all the top gears begin to turn. And you guys can just hear all the stuff moving. You hear the grindstones begin to move next to you guys, so it's a bit loud, of course, because it's just two giant stones grinding against each other.
Now I shout, now try it!
We go through the prompt sequence again.
Yep, the old man types in the prompt sequence. You hear the gears whirl again, and then eventually there's a little ticker tape printout that comes out of it, and it says
Ooh.
machine booting up or machine warming up.
I did it.
Woo!
We did
Way
it.
to go, LaHonk.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it out with my two brothers.
All right. So we got the thing engaged. Now what?
Is there, like, if I glance down into the gears, is there, like, an obvious outshoot for bone giants to come out of?
So, well, an outshoot for the finished product? No.
Okay.
But you're like, well, the bone meal drops here. And you can obviously see that Hale has a couple carts he put underneath a chute where the bone meal falls out. And we just kind of look at it, you're like, yeah, that's a floor that can move. Like, with your knowledge now from, like, where there's going down and saying, like, oh, yeah, the entire bottom part's gears. You're like, yeah, I assume this floor part probably moves at one point in time.
Okay.
Or the chute moves. Something moves.
Is there, let's see here. Is there any other instructions in the panel, or do you think or is there another area I must search?
So the panel gives you the basic commands to how to move things around. And it does give you a list of things like, oh, do you want to engage the grind wheel? The grindstones, you type in this thing. Do you wish to engage the mixer? Type in this. Do you wish to engage the water spout? Type in this. So it gives you all these different commands, like you want to add water, do you want to add from bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, would you like to start the furnace? These things.
Oh, let's check the recipe, Withers. See what order we must engage stuff in.
All right. Oh right, I made a copy of it in my notebook, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just don't remember what order it was in.
It wasn't described.
Well, that explains why I don't know.
There you go.
Yep.
So what do I do first?
So, basically, from what you gathered, because you didn't get a full grasp of what you wanted to do to make this porcelain, you do know one is like, all right, there has to be water to mix in the thing.
Press the water spout.
So, old man begins to type away the commands to activate the water spout. So when he presses return, you hear the ticker tape saying in process, like it prints out like, and then you guys hear a cacophony of gears begin to turn underneath you guys. And eventually, just like this very large bowl rises up out of the ground, and then water routed from the river begins to pour into the bowl.
Okay, part 1.
Perfect.
Let's look at part 2.
Part 2, I assume we add the bone.
What do my instructions tell me?
So, yeah, basically, I'll give you the instructions, what you get. You're like, all right, I think it's water, bone, clay, I'm trying to get the exact. Yeah, you're trying to say like, okay, it's bone, in real life it's called Cornwall stone, and Cowlin are the 2 stones you need to do this in real life.
Stone 1 and stone 2.
So, Cornwall stone or cornerstone, it's just kind of a mix of various like calcium, like limestones. And then Cowlin is a aluminum oxide mix. So, you basically can get like, yeah, you need to mix like these stones together, and you need to mix bone meal, and then you bake it, and you get porcelain with water.
Okay.
And that's what you were able to decipher from the journal.
All right. Do I see a thing for the stone mixes?
Yep. You assume they're like probably in bin 1, bin 2.
Okay. I activate the bins.
Yep. So you activate the bins. First stone mix falls into the bowl, and then the second one falls in, and you add the bone meal, the ground up bones, and it's just kind of like mixing like a giant KitchenAid.
All right, and then we send it to the furnace.
Well, do we not have to shape it? Otherwise, it's just a big lump of goo.
It said nothing about that. Are there mold? Is there like a thing for like molds?
Sure. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
There is like you can type in molds, and it will start pouring molds.
All I have in my head, and I know this is really dumb, but big like animated like gloved hands scooping out the goo.
Sorry, like
yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely typing in Tish mold to make tiny little Tish statues.
Mm-hmm. So when you type in the molds, it prints out a little ticker tape explaining which like all the molds you currently have. One of them are like bricks, tile, very like all the different like roofing tile, the bathroom tile. You see one says toilet.
Nice.
Some are like cups. Some are mugs, plates. So like there's a wide variety of stuff you guys can make.
I wish to make a couple of cups and a couple of plates, please.
Sure.
Is there a Tish mold? I need one.
So no, doesn't seem like when you type one in, you look for it. There is no mold of her.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna put in what they tell me, and then I want to figure out how to put in a Tish mold.
Well, when you type in like plate and cups and stuff like that, what you find is that the thing like scoops out some of the mix and throws it literally into a negative, and like that flattens it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like hand or something that could mold it actually with its hands. It's just pre-casted stuff, and just plops it out onto a now a conveyor belt that's running.
In Shawnee's stupid verse, it's definitely hands molding it.
Oh, sure.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go find some. Hold on. I'm gonna go find some steel.
Steel? What steel?
He just leaves.
I meant metal, some kind.
Oh, okay. I don't think they have it. They're very okay, bye. He's gone.
I'm gonna go. I have a feat for this.
She has a feat for this.
You have a feat for this. All right.
Can I use my endemic herbalism to find some raw iron?
I don't think herbalism is when you're trying to find, like, I'm going to go find iron. That's like prospecting and mining, not herbalism. There's willows in those hills.
All right. Then I'll just. Then do I use survival?
Yeah, sure. You can use survival to try to prospect.
No, I'm looking just for like actual like pieces of metal.
Oh, are you just trying to like salvage pieces of metal from something?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and roll me survival. You can find any usable.
16.
You're like, I got it. You try to pull it off a cart. You're like, damn it, it's too difficult. It's bolted on here.
Come back in.
Damn craftsmanship.
Yeah, we gotta go to. Okay, we gotta go to Three Rivers.
Oh my god. I've just been watching this like porcelain go into the furnace. Can I say I have at the end of this process a couple of bowls, a couple of cups and a couple of plates?
So, normally I would say yes, but when the bowls and cups come out, they basically crumble.
Oh, well, damn.
They're not that rigid, nice porcelain you would want. Like, you grab it and it just kind of turns to, like, dry mud. It's like, poof, and just like, oh, well, that wasn't right.
Okay, we are definitely missing something, you guys.
Let's check the book.
I flip out
Or
the MacGuffin book.
Sure.
That's family lore.
Family, yep. Try to figure out what the hell she did.
23.
Okay. I don't think that's any better than what you rolled last time. So where there says you're going through, you're like, yeah, it says add bone meal, these 2 stones, water, mix, and bake.
May I also...
I'm gonna leave it to them, and I'm gonna go back over to the console.
Sure.
May I also do a little research?
Yeah, go right ahead. If everyone's going to do it, I need everyone to roll then.
Okay.
All right, family.
Damn, 20.
All family, yep.
All right, I'll reroll.
There we go.
20.
Okay, so no, like as a group, you guys didn't pass this one with only a 30 passing out of the 3. So you guys are just like sitting there reading the book, and you're stumped. You're like, these are the ingredients, and you guys do it a couple times over, and it still gives you the same result. It basically, the cups or plates come out, you pick them up, and they just break in your hands. They're not rigid. They're not hard. Like, they're nothing like the statue. So you're not 100% sure why it's not working 100%.
Can I check the temperature of the furnace?
Sure. So,
I'll type in, like, I guess the command prompt furnace temperature.
yeah, and so it takes a little while for it to respond, but eventually it pumps out a temperature that, in the book, it says the same one. So it's set to a temperature and running. So you really can't change it. So it's the same temperature that's in the book.
Quick, fly down to the furnace, make sure it's actually hot.
No.
Quick, here's all honey, roll and go into that bear's nest.
Run around in that honey.
I assume that we can feel the heat, that it's actually
Oh yeah, you can
producing.
see it.
Okay.
You're like, and it comes out like dry. That's one thing, and hot. So it
Okay.
takes you guys a little. You guys have to let it cool down.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it cools down via magic because it takes like days for porcelain to cool down in
Yeah.
temper.
Yeah, we would. Hail would
I'm
return, but magic.
Yeah, I'm skipping a lot of the stuff to make actual porcelain or bone china at this point in time. But you guys basically figure like, all right, we're missing a step or some
Yeah.
crucial piece, and we don't know exactly what it is.
Is there any other levers, bends, that we happen to be missing?
Oh, There's no levers or bins. As you guys like
Okay.
kind of go through it, you're like, okay, there's like 3 main ingredient bins. Okay, that makes sense. You have the mixer, you have water, you have the furnace, you have molds, and you have the mill.
I know what we're missing. And I give a little mwah to the wet clay. It's love. And then I send it in. Does that fix it?
It does not.
Damn it.
All right. Can I search around the console to see if there's like a cheat sheet or if there's a command prompt for an automated process?
Great question. Sure, give me perception.
Y'all. 32.
32 is pretty good. So, you look around and like you kind of like tap around the command console looking for any cheat sheets and stuff like that. And you do find one piece of old parchment or paper, like it was like tucked behind the metal plate and whatnot. It's old, and when you pick it up, it kind of crumbles in your hand. So, but it does say ash on it. That's what you can make out before it falls apart.
I type in the ash command.
The prompt gets you back like invalid command, and it gives you like another like thing like what ash, like ash what.
Ash again later.
Add
Yep.
ash.
And it says, then it gives you another prompt that says, please prepare ash.
Guys,
Yes.
how do we open the urn?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
No.
Phil's face killed me.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one.
There is trees out there. We will just burn some logs. And I go to the outside of this mill.
Actually,
and...
we could probably just go to the furnace. There should be ash there.
Oh, yeah. Or the nearest fireplace to this thing.
So, you go to the furnace, and I'm gonna say like you guys are smart enough to turn it off and let it cool.
Nah. Why is there just flies on in there?
I would not. That's your job.
No, we let it cool.
So, you see that inside the furnace, I would say it's not like what we now know, like what we think of like I think they're like arc furnaces, where you have like two pieces of metal that generate electricity that heats up the furnace. This is 2 magic crystals that Tish has made. So they arc basically magic energy that creates the heat.
Oh, okay.
So that's how is this furnace running without wood or anything like that? You guys aren't loading anything. It's because it's magic. And it's actually like the jump of magic energy that's burning up and creating the heat inside the furnace.
Okay. Then is there like a stove that What's His Butt uses to like cook and stuff?
There is, yep.
I get ash from that.
All right. Yeah, you have some wood ash.
I look for the ashtray.
Yep, it's a really big bin.
I dump it in there.
Yep, you dump in this little bit of ash in this really large container.
I'm sure it's fine.
So
No hints behind it being that big. I'm gonna go find another fire pit.
All right. I mean, there are a couple more like campfires, but like little potbelly stove is just for a single person living here, so it's nothing huge.
Is there?
I
just-
found I got it.
You
I
got,
got it?
You got. Oh, all right.
All right.
I watch him
Guys.
work.
Red Pirate Roberts.
I just
How much of your arm can we rip off and burn?
But you can't rip off my arm as my arm just detaches and I hold it out.
How
As a new
many
arm
of
just
those can
grown.
you make and that we can burn in an hour
I mean,
or in 20
that's-
minutes?
That's a little impractical. I was
Oh.
just thinking of let's see how much I can summon.
Please tell me while I'm doing this, Lahonk goes off to grab a fucking tree or some lumber.
Yeah, I go as these two idiots are doing. I go to the mayor and I'm just like, "Hey, we need a lot of ash. Do you think we could procure that?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you go to clean out those chimneys.
I could clean out some chimneys. Put me to work.
I mean, feel free.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
I start cleaning out everybody's chimneys and just collecting a crap ton of ash.
Yeah, you're able to do that. You come back with a big thing of soot and ash. The hunk is now like colored black instead of that nice cream color he usually is.
Meanwhile, me and Tobias are standing around a small bonfire made of his arms,
Yeah.
continually adding more.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
occasionally I'm producing produce as well, just so we have something to snack on.
Of course. So, we'll get back to this scene when Le Honk arrives, but let's take a quick 10-minute break.
Okay.
A break?
Right, lock up the chickadoos.
What?
We don't have to.
I was gonna ask you, like, what's the running price on a fursuit? Because my friend of
Several.
a friend is kind of interested.
Oh
in,
yeah,
purchasing.
the friend of the friend.
I could
like
Yeah.
only
several hundred?
assume, yeah, for a good one, especially one that has like the circulation system, so you don't cook to death.
Oh, that's easily 4
Probably.
digits.
Yeah, it's probably easily a grand or two for a really nice one that is comfortable to wear.
See, here's the thing.
Mm.
I have always wanted to wear fox ears and a foxtail until I even knew what the furry community was. And does that deter me from wanting to wear fox ears and a foxtail? Not really.
Do it.
It
do
depends on
do
how
it.
you wear the foxtail.
Like a normal person wearing a foxtail and in a non-sexual way.
Yep,
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much.
That's how I would wear it.
Hmm. So, but on that note, let's head back to our game.
Anyways,
Anyway,
That's a note.
oh, that's a thing. Oh, anyway. So, anyway, you guys have collected a bunch of ash. And you're just trying to figure out the formula to Tish's bone china recipe, and you have found a hint that like ash is required, but the part that when Werther's took off the note, it didn't tell you what ash. It just said ash before the paper broke.
So, yeah, partway through collecting.
Oh god damn it! Is
my
it
arm.
potash? Son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
No,
So, yeah,
that would
partway
be
through it.
really funny.
Yeah. So Roberts is like, wait, hang on, we have to start over. I made a mistake. These have all been alder. Let me grow the ash arm.
Boo.
But get
No,
off the stage.
it's not alder. We need poplar.
But I thought you said we needed ash.
Okay, I have got the ash, I say, carrying in a big sack like Santa Claus.
Mhm.
Hey,
All right. Hold
timing.
on. Let me check the busometer.
I'm not gonna comment on that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add
It's
it.
a percentage of making the thing.
Uh-huh.
Our busometer right now is at a 40%.
I don't believe you. I say putting the ash where the ash goes.
Yeah.
Oh, look right here. There it is.
So you filled the
I'm
ash
gonna
bin.
hold up a drawing that says busometer.
Basometer.
So we put it all in the ash hole.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Got
it's
it.
filled with potash.
We are on one tonight, you guys.
Yes,
What?
we are.
Tonight?
For sure.
On one? Just tonight?
Just tonight. Never
Just tonight.
any other things. And we hit the sequence.
Yes.
1 second. I'm just trying. I'm just looking at something.
Is there an actual bussometer? Because I'm going to be concerned if there is. I was planning to copyright that.
Yeah, it measures
Well-
how much bussy you have.
I'm trying to figure out something. Just okay. So I had to make sure on something. So you guys toss in all the different stone materials. You toss in now the wood ash you guys have collected. You send it through. You make the slurry, and then you bake it, and it does come out of stone this time.
Hooray!
Yay.
However, it is not the actual like soft or like the really smooth stone you saw as a statue.
I'm sorry. We forgot to add the love. Mwah! And I send it on. Does it work this time?
Nope, it just comes out this really like unlike it actually can hold together, but it's like really rough to it. And if you like put like any water on it and whatnot, and you touch it, it actually kind of burns your hands.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
This will not do.
Oh, are we missing the glaze?
Mm-mm.
No?
So I'm gonna put it at this point in time with all your guys' finagling and everything like that. Eventually, the guinea pig Hale comes back in. You hear the door open up.
I pull my muckatiel out and face
Wait.
him.
Oh,
Intruder.
no!
Let's get them.
He's like, oh!
Oh, wait, guys, hold on. It's that guy.
Oh, hail and well met.
All hail, hail.
And he's just like, oh, hello guys. What are you guys doing here?
Well, we are
We're
trying.
fixing it.
You know the statue of the crocodile woman in your town?
Uh-huh.
Alligator. No, wait, no, she's a crocodile.
Yeah! Don't try and fucking trick me, ya dick!
I had to pause for a moment.
She is a Nile crocodile.
No, I know that. I was just
Yeah.
like, wait, no,
Wait,
I'm
wait.
wrong. I'm wrong.
Shit,
My bad.
I'm wrong. Yeah.
You know that crocodile woman in the statue in your town?
Uh-huh.
We're trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
that material, and we're super close. I show him this is our first attempt. It's just powder. This is our second attempt. The wet teacup starts singeing my feathers. Ah!
And he looks at it. He's like, oh, I didn't know any of this stuff worked.
Yes, look at all the stuff we found. I show him monitors and everything. And we
He
got.
just kind of looks like, oh, wow, look at all this stuff.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Oh, I
I
accidentally.
just thought it was a grindstone.
Yeah.
Nope.
I accidentally broke your window. We'll fix that later.
What? Just kind of like,
What? What window? What are you talking about?
I don't know. We found it that way. Anyways, so we can't figure out. We saw something that said ash, but it seems like, and we collected wood ash. It seems like that's not the correct ash.
We even tried ash made out of ash.
Scene.
Hmm.
I mean, be perfectly honest, I just grind the bones and whatnot. So I don't even know how to make the stone. I actually didn't even know the key opened that.
Oh, do you have the key?
Oh yeah, he pulls it out. It's the key to the door too.
Oh, that makes sense why it was not there. It wasn't a ghost key at all, Roberts.
It was not. It was just a thief.
Hold on. You thought there was a ghost key.
Well, we had a suspicion. I am glad to be proven wrong.
I thought I was the senile one.
I'm not senile. There was no key in there. I had to make sure it wasn't invisible.
If you
Look,
didn't feel it,
I
it
found
wouldn't
an-
be there.
I found a ghost key once, so it's sure to happen again.
See? There you go.
Press X to doubt.
You are very silly, my friend. Anyways, Hale, is this something that you are even slightly familiar with?
I've been using the grindstone to make bone meal instead of fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had no idea there was a thing. Like, I knew about the gears, I just had no idea how to use them.
Yes, it's a whole automated process. If we could figure out how to work it and get that very lovely material the statue is made out of, it, I think, could really boost the economy of this town. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, that'd be great. So it's ash. So you tried, ash, like stuff from wood, right?
Yes, and that made that I say as it's slowly melting through the floor.
Okay, well that's not right.
Definitely not right. No.
Did you add bone meal and the ash?
I thought we did.
Oh, okay, so that must have made that. Well, okay, well I've always, like you said, there's 3 bins, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a stone thingy, and a thingy, and then the ash one you put in, right?
Yes, and this, we called it the ash hole.
Well, so I'm guessing there's only 3 ingredients, right?
That is what we have surmised.
No, it takes water, bone meal, rock 1, rock 2, and ash. 5 ingredients.
Okay, outside of water, but part of me thinks that maybe like it only takes, if there's only 3 big bins outside of water, I assume it only takes 3 ingredients out with water.
Oh, perhaps we must mix something together.
Maybe?
Here's what I surmise. Each of us creates a different concoction of the ingredients, and we narrow it down that way.
Okay.
With Hale here, that makes 4 different ingredients.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm grasping
It's
here.
supposed to take... I am actually legitimately confused.
All right, so
It takes 4 ingredients, yeah?
it technically takes 3 with the water. So there's 3 dry goods plus a water.
So we
So where does
have
the bone meal come in at?
bone meal.
That's a good question.
Oh, god damn it.
Did the chemist think of something?
Dump the ash hole. All of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I dumped the ash hole. I don't know what that means.
You
Dump all the
empty out the
ash out
dash.
of it.
You got all the ash out.
Okay.
All right. Is there a way to just put the bone meal through the furnace?
Put it to the prompt.
Bone meal to furnace.
Yep. And you guys see that the grindstones begin to spin. The bone meal, the bones that are in the bin, drop down, gets grind down, and it falls onto the conveyor belt and goes into the furnace.
Okay.
And after a short
it's-
period of time, it comes back out this white ash.
Put that ash in the ash hole.
Gotcha! And I will put the bone ash, in the ash hole. Right in the bone zone.
Yep.
Put the bone ash for the bone zone into the ash hole.
You got it.
All right, and then I'll run the prompt for create bowl or whatever.
Yep. And when you add the bone ash with the 3 stones, mix it and send it to the furnace, this time it comes out a white china or a white porcelain.
Hooray!
Wow, I feel
I think-
significantly stupider.
So
think we
I
almost
tried
got it.
not to give it to you guys because you guys didn't get the rolls for it. That's why I kept calling it bone meal, but it's actually bone ash you need to make bone china.
Yeah, it was when you
See,
said there's 3 ingredients I finally clicked.
We're all stupid. None of us know how to make this stuff, and I didn't want to cheat and look this up on the internet.
I mean, that's very
Yep.
fair. It's just like I'm not going to say stone once it like you can just assume that, but like the main ingredient is not bone meal, it's bone ash is the trick.
Well, what am I gonna do with all this ash I've collected? Fertilizer. Got it. I'll start slipping it up into the sack and give it to Hale. Here you go.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could just make soap out of it.
Perfect. A gift from me to you.
Perfect. So yeah, what you guys
after-
get is a couple cups and plates of perfect bone china.
All right,
Ah.
after that, I write down the entire process.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to collect the cups and plates as part of my payment.
Yeah, they are surprisingly light and durable.
Perfect.
Can I
Alright.
take Hale aside and be like, All right. I need to teach you how to type. But I can't, so old man is going to teach you how to type.
Type what?
The commands.
This guinea pig is very confused by your words.
Oh, Hale, how would you like to be the Bone Master Craftsman?
Bone Master General.
Bone Master General.
The Bone Master General. That has a nice ring to it.
That sounds
All right,
very
come
good.
over here. I'm gonna pull out a word processor that has Mario type on it.
Just old tech. You just pull up like, look what I got. It's a
Check this out.
Macintosh.
Now you press the right button with the picture that you see.
Make the strange creature move to the left.
Wizards, do you have this? Do you got this?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm going to go find the mayor. I believe his name was Mayor Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach Hale how to type.
Sure. Yeah, you can go teach Hale how to type.
And how to
As
be
Leonc.
the Bone Master General.
Master General. As Leonc takes a shower or takes a bath and then heads into town with the porcelain cup and plate.
Hey guys, do you want me to stop summoning wood now? There's a pretty decent splash pile standing next to Robert's.
I think you can go for another hour.
Okay.
No, you don't.
What are you doing? I have been exclusively teleporting bread for the past 48 hours. Bread only.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. Timaeus, why don't you come with me?
Okay.
You don't need to summon wood. You can stop that now. It's fine.
I summon one more arm and I use it as a walking stick.
Perfect. And I'll go to Old Man Sanders.
Yep. So you head back to the to Wivenhoe, and yeah, you head back to the old man's house or the Elder Sanders' house.
I can only assume it's been a couple of hours that we've been dicking around.
Oh,
in the
easily.
mill. Yeah.
You've been there for like half a day.
Yeah.
So easily, this is like now in the evening. Like it's past, like the sun has set and it's dark in the town because you're so deep in the forest.
Oh, do you think he's awake? Is there a light on in his house?
Oh, 100%.
All right, I'll go ahead and knock on his door.
And he's like, no, that's where you have to sit. And he's just like lecturing someone.
Excuse me? Knock knock.
We'll save this for another time. What do you want?
And I, with a flourish, hold out the cup.
Congratulations, you have a cup.
Thank you. I made it at your mill.
You made a cup. How would you make a cup of the mill?
See? I don't understand. However, my top man is teaching Hale to make the cup. And then you can make more cups and plates and apparently something called a toilet.
Well, I don't know what a toilet is.
I don't know either, but you can discover
But I know what a
it.
cup. I know what a cup. I know what a plate is, and we can do something with that.
Yes. See, here is my thinking. You create all this, and someone who has a lot of charm and flair, and perhaps is named Jacques, could go around through the towns and spread word of this marvelous new material coming from exclusively from Wivenhoe.
Great idea. Where are we going to find a guy named Jacques?
Excuse you. I introduced myself as Jacques.
Oh, did you now? Oh, I forgot.
It's okay. You know, I forget things too sometimes.
It's why he brings me along.
Who are you?
I've never met you in my life.
Dread Monk Roberts at your service, as he salutes with his arm cane.
Well, I mean, I guess you could do something like that. We can make plates and cups, sell them.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Perhaps more workers are required. It seems like maybe materials must be gathered. The bones, the stone number 1 and the stone number 2. Very important ingredients.
Cannot forget the stones.
So creating jobs for the market to soar! Striking a heroic pose.
All right, tap down the expectations. No one needs to show off.
It is what I do best. I am sorry.
Well, if you think you can save the town by doing something like that, then sure, we'll help. We got young people. We got people who don't have anything else to do. Collect rocks, collect bones. We can do that.
Excellent. And speak to the Bone Master General Hale. He shall know the way.
Title.
I don't know. He came up with it himself. It's very silly, but we just went along with it.
The Bone Master General. Hale's too much of a weenie to become a Bone Master General. He's a bone private.
He is the one who knows the recipes, though, so...
By the time I'm done training him, he'll be Bone Master General.
Oh, shit!
I say to him, as
Why does one finger always have to be on one button?
Just do it.
Why does it call the home row?
Press the damn key.
It doesn't even spell home.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Tick, 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 tick.
Keep going.
Oh, tick, 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 tick.
10 more hours.
Oh, God!
There's just eventually you guys come back in the morning, there's just a guinea pig passed out on the keyboard and just like going da 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 da. His face is just in the key.
I turned him into a man. They grow up so fast.
Who was Old Man Sanders lecturing?
Oh, he's of course lecturing his granddaughter and the Kawaka boys.
I see that we were teaching life lessons to the young ones.
You see that like the two Kawaka boys are asleep with their eyes open. And his granddaughter Alana's gone full catatonic.
Are you okay there?
There's like, he hasn't stopped talking since you left.
Oh God, it's been like 7 hours.
He hasn't stopped.
Well, perhaps we can, I look at the completely dead town. Maybe, tomorrow morning we shall announce to the town the, plan for, Wivenhoe. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Alana, take his words to heart. You will, respect them one day? Yes.
Great idea. Anyway, what I was saying about saving.
Oh God.
He turns around and closes the door. And she's like, no.
Hurry, run out the door. Run out the... Oh, she's trapped. That's unfortunate.
Let's get down to business.
To go.
You respect your elders.
I was like, to go to bed.
All right. So, the next morning comes, and so Jenkins and Old Man teach Hale how to operate the machinery and stuff like that. And you guys announce your plan to help revitalize the town, which utilizes the bone mill, which you guys realize is actually basically a porcelain factory, disguised as a basic water mill.
Yes, and it is very important. Who here can fix windows?
One of the people, like a random squirrel's like, probably.
Perfect. You are elected to fix the window in the mill. It got a little busted. Don't know how that happened. Very weird. Very strange.
Sure. So they start working on repairing the mill and stuff like that. People are like, oh, bones. Yeah, okay. Some people they all start gathering rocks and stuff like that.
And then we need somebody to have the recipe so it doesn't get lost. Who here can carve into metal? Blacksmith?
No, we don't have any more. They all left.
Well, shit. Wizards?
Yeah.
Can you carve an instructions sheet into some sort of sheet metal or something? Then we can just pin it to the backside of the panel, and then it won't get lost again.
All right, hold on. I gotta go to Three Rivers.
Oh god.
I got a cast iron pan. Does that count? Is one of the people wave up a pan?
That'll work.
All right. I grabbed 3 pieces of old cast iron.
Yep, you got. It's 3 cast iron pans. It's like one of them's like, my grandfather gave this to me. It was a dear possession. What are you gonna do to them? Okay, are you gonna just etch them? Or are you gonna melt them down?
Oh, I'm gonna etch one of them.
Okay.
The other 2 I'm gonna flatten out and make a mold.
Okay, good. So you etch the instructions on the one of them on the back side. Like, here you go. Here's it, and you hang up. And like I said, one of them was like, that was my grandfather's. He passed it down to me. So boom, and you smash it.
Oh, I don't smash it. I put it over a fire. And,
Yeah.
like, put it on the anvil.
Tink, tink, tink.
Oh, well, I'm sure Granddad would be happy.
Don't worry. It'll go to make something even greater. Something that everybody will need.
Can you make pancakes out of it?
No.
Probably.
No, okay. Well, that's still pretty good.
I mean, technically, you could just pour pancake batter into it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely make a Tish mold.
Sure. Give me crafting.
29.
Oh, yeah. It's a good mold. So,
Can I make her do like the disco point?
100% you can.
Pose.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I'll figure out how to program the new fucking prompt into it.
Yeah, you have an idea to how, like, after a while, Fnac went for a day or 2. You figure out how to program it again.
Mm-hmm.
So now it adds a new mold, so it has one in its repertoire. A new one in its repertoire, I should say.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'll go up to Alana if I see her, just kind of hanging about.
she is actually like helping gather like the correct stones you guys need. So they're starting to make a stockpile for everything.
How are you doing, Alana?
Well, I'm conscious now.
Oh, that's good.
That's helpful.
That is always good. You're not too catatonic from the lecture you got yesterday.
Not anymore. No.
Ah, that's very good. Are you excited about the new prospects for your town?
Yes and no, I guess.
Not really, which is wrong.
I'm happy that we get to have jobs again, and that people like the idea that we can live again. But also, I just kind of like leaving the town. Just the idea of like going somewhere, even if it was bandit work. I got to leave and do something.
You literally went like half a mile outside of the town.
Is that not far?
No.
What?
No, not at all.
What do you mean it's not far? You couldn't see it anymore.
Have you ever
Let
even
me
been...
tell you of the world, a whole new world.
Have you even been to Three Streets?
Yes.
Insight check.
All right. Give me a second. Where is Le Honk? And I need Smetchen. Yes, she has, but you get that maybe once.
I see. Tell me, you turned to band injury. Are you even good at fighting?
Yeah.
I try to kick her.
Ow! Like, what's up, fair? Wasn't ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that we had to be ready for a fight. Please, let me go ahead. Try.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Let me let's see, where is she? Boop. She rolled a 13.
Basically, what Lehawk does is he does a really fancy, as she tries to hit, a square dancing move, so he moves in behind her, And
right?
then tries to trip her. And then basically trips her.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because that was basically a crit fail.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he goes, you need to work on your footwork, Alana. I should not have been able to trip you.
And then, at this, I want you to give me a reflex save.
Oh, sure. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, 25.
Oh, yeah. I was actually looking for a 25, surprisingly.
Haha.
So you say that to her, and as like you're lecturing her, she grabs a bunch of dirt and throws it at your face. As like send attack, that type of thing.
I just literally lift my wings and go.
Well, so the idea was she threw sand in your face or dirt in your face to try to tackle you, but when you do the wing attack, you just slap her down to the ground again.
Oh no, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sure. I'm going to do it again. So are you reaching down to try to help her or anything like that?
Hell no, he's smarter than that.
All right. So on the ground, she's going to swing again. I mean, it's only a 19 to hit you this time.
Oh no.
But she's like trying to swipe at your legs. Like you can obviously see she's getting frustrated at what you're doing to her.
I basically just use my wings to flap myself so it just completely misses and say, okay, very nice try with the moves. Tugging at my heartstrings, very, very clever. But this time, you need to see where my weak spot is. Where is my weak spot, Alana?
At this point in time, she grabs basically the bucket she was holding and then hucks at you. Again, only a 19.
Dodges out of the way, and what I want to do is counter strike, so I'll get in close and have my wing like the blade, because I don't actually want to hurt her, and hold it to her neck. I don't know if you want me to roll like an attack.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an attack. Let's see how successful this is.
I will do my beak. 34.
Nope. Yeah.
Again, not to damage, so I'll take the -2. But so
I mean,
32.
yeah, you don't. It's still a success if you're trying not to hurt her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I'd say like at this point in time, like we go back, like basically Alana, you go back and forth, and like she's just like flying, like throwing punches, throwing like swiping claw, trying to bite, and you're just like peck, and you're just dodging out of the way, just smacking her in the back of the head or on the top of the head.
Close. And I'm not like trying to frustrate her. I go, use your anger, focus it.
Oh no, she's just full on angry to the point of like, if she was like actually a child, she'd probably be crying, punching you. It's that type of like full frustration that she's trying to do something, and you're just like basically like showing her like, yeah, you're not good at this.
So basically what he's going to do is he is going to grab her so she can stop, and he's going to say, breeze.
Sure. I think she works up to the point when you do that. She like, you grab her and she does the entire like smacks your hands away. And she's like, I'm done. And she just walks away. Just so upset and angry and done with it.
She was
Probably
so
kicks over a cart.
Oh, she was so close.
So
Layhawk will track where she's going, but he wants her to work through her anger.
Sure. I mean, she just tramples off into the forest, being angry, kicking things along the way. Just full on like gamer rage crash out.
Yeah.
So
Did you catch that, Gen Alpha? You know your lingo again.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Again,
we can crash out.
I was say like cultural osmosis. Did I intentionally learn that? No, but apparently I just know what that means. So, cool. I guess I can keep up with some things. Kiddos.
I'm hip.
And with it.
I know
And
the
with
lingo.
it,
I know how to surf the World Wide Webiverse.
Jacques is gonna go, oh, that did not go the way I wanted it to go. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I am not good at this. Ooh.
Yeah. So she's just going to be. Well, she's going to wander off.
I want to give the other two a chance to have a scene.
Sure.
But after a couple of hours, he will go and find her, just so you know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. For the other two?
I'll go check in on the Bone Master General.
Sure. Like, he's still practicing typing away at the prompts. And he's still slow at it. Like, 100%. But he at least knows how to type now.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Once I see that, I'm gonna go out into the nature,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go grab some stuff for my crafting or my daily crafting, which I haven't
Yep.
been doing
That's
because
fine.
I'm not being smart. Because I realized I can actually do most of this stuff without paying gold because of herbalism, but I got to go out and do things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do my daily crafting, made stuff. I assume. Yep, I made
Sure.
stuff. Did I? And will expire after a duration of. Oh, you can only make them once a day. Interesting. And then they expire.
Yeah. Usually if you make potions or any other item, they're good for the day, but you have to remake them every day.
Yeah. All right. Anyways. After like 2 hours of foraging and stuff, I go back. I come on back, and see that he's still working.
Mm-hmm.
And I pass him a bottle of catharsis.
Ooh.
Or bottle catharsis.
Bottle
Moderate.
catharsis. Okay. Tell me, what does that do?
This drink unlocks a flood of emotions that helps reset your mental state. When you drink this elixir, the elixir attempts to counteract a 4th rank and has a plus 14 counteract modifier. Each effect on you that has the emotion trait or is inflicting the stupefied condition on you. Using the listed counteract, rank, and modifier.
God, you gave him Red Bull.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But it's caffeine that actually makes your brain work correctly instead of just makes it run faster for no reason.
Got it. So he takes it. He's like, "Whoa," and starts typing faster.
Good. Keep at
You
it.
you have given this guinea pig Adderall.
I'm just gonna sit by him like, good.
Let it flow through you.
Continue, Padawan.
Yeah. So yeah, you keep teaching Hale, and he's going to continue learning exactly how to like operate this entire mill and whatnot. Anything else for you? As you keep mentoring him?
One evening after going through his intense training, I take him under my branch.
Okay.
We're having a delicious meal of God knows what.
Got it.
Random mushrooms.
Probably mushroom stew.
Yep.
Yep.
Hell, I've lived a very long time. Whole ass 5 years.
Okay.
And then when I had my 3rd generation of grandchildren, I came to understand a couple things.
Which is? Wait, 3rd generation of grandchildren? Like grandchildren? Like grandchildren to the grandchildren of the grandchildren? Or like grandchild, like great grandchild?
I think I'm on the great grandchild at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Probably.
All right.
Depends on if Bimmy was messing around with that Lady Roach Bossy.
Got it.
But do you know about the bird and the bees? You see, birds, they have anger issues. You gotta be careful around them. And the bees, as long as you're kind to them, they'll hook you up with the right stuff. Just don't confuse the bees with the wasp. 'Cause wasps, they're fucking assholes. Fucking tried to sell me a bunch of bullshit and said, like, oh, look at this, it's so nice. I'm like, no, it's not. And then they fucking stung me. Fucking asshole.
Are bees drug dealers?
Do you think honey is a drug?
You said they'd sell you good stuff.
Yeah, honey.
Honey, okay.
What, you don't like honey?
I do, but I was just a little bit... I wasn't quite sure why you meant the good stuff. Because you went from birds are angry to bees sell you the good stuff.
Yeah, the birds and the bees.
Okay.
God. Gotta follow me on these things.
But Oscar's not angry. And he's a bird.
Is he?
I think so.
I'm gonna write that in my book. Owls are not birds.
Well, he's a bird, he said.
Or
Owls are birds.
Are birds.
no. I think I'm gonna put a question mark there. Owls are birds? Question mark.
Yeah.
Not
Owls are birds?
angry? Question.
Ark.
Perhaps. But basically what I'm saying is you need to find yourself a place to settle down as the Bone Master General and really earn that title.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I need to find a dealer, but okay.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Hmm.
Multiple sources of income.
Okay. Do I understand is become Bone Master General and also find a honey dealer. And also avoid birds. Because they're angry.
Well, I mean, I guess you got me on a conundrum with this with Oscar. I was convinced he wasn't a bird. He could turn his head all the way around. I've never seen Jacques do that.
Is Jacques angry?
Oh, you don't even want to know.
Oh, okay.
You weren't there in those days. All 5 years ago.
Like, I guess I wasn't actually there, if you're asking, like, a location.
I don't know. How old are you, anyways?
6?
I just, like, stare at him intently. Just like... Why are you younger than me?
Technically older.
Why don't you have kids?
A job! I made bone meal all day.
Well, you gotta go get yourself a fly honey.
Now there's flies involved? And honey?
All right.
Are flies happy? Is that what it is? Are flies happy? Bees are
I'd
productive?
say let the Love Master
are
take
angry?
you under his wing, but I don't think you want to learn from Jacques. Let me tell you how a real family man does it. Then I'm gonna fade to black as I ruin his childhood. Talking about responsibility in raising a family.
Oh God, you're giving him this old man Sanders lecture, but now from Werther's.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you
Except
about.
mine's much more confusing with very obscure metaphors.
Let me tell you about a Roth IRA. You save on taxes in the long run. You put it in there first.
Whenever somebody asks you something, you must ask them in return if they want some CDs.
CDs what? Yes.
CDs nuts. They're cashews.
He's writing this down. Okay, got it. CDs nuts.
Oh God.
We cut back to another point. You're just telling him, like, now remember, when you're going to jumpstart a car, put the negative on the chassis, and then don't put both on the battery.
Always lick the wires before you put them on something. Make sure that there's actual juice in there. Wake
Clap.
up in the morning too.
Clack your tongs and make sure they're working correctly.
Oh God.
Then it's just a little bit later. And that's when I learned the difference between water-based and silicone.
You does Hale just have a 5-yard stare right now?
He's like, but what's? He's just like, but what's the difference between that when it comes to staining wood? He's like,
It's all about the lacquer. If you got the right lacquer, you can make even the cheapest softwood look really nice and sell for a high price. That's how you stick it to them.
What a montage of coming in and out of Werther's lessons.
A confusing, perplexing world of nothing.
Yep.
This is over multiple days, not hours.
Oh yeah.
No, this is ours. This is 100% ours.
One point in time, Werther's has sock puppets, and he's like, I remember. Old man is doing shadow puppets or something like that.
Yeah, he's just wiggling his sleeves.
All right, I'm glad that Werther's is giving this young man life lessons. So, what is Robert's doing during you guys' stay in Wivenhoe?
Gonna start off with thinking job well done. But these guys
Okay.
were hungry, right? So I'm gonna activate my gate, and I'm gonna start growing random produce in people's hands as I walk by.
Grow 3 pieces of produce
Oh, no,
a
this is-
day.
This one is different.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is fresh produce.
Wait,
Some
your
people get-
armpit grapes wasn't fresh produce?
Nope.
Oh, God.
That was something else.
Oh, no.
That was something else.
Can these be nuts then? Because that sounds
I-
hilarious.
Some of them
I
are
like-
nuts, some of them are melons. One could even get to
Uh,
lemon.
I like the idea that Roberts is walking through town and doing like the Oprah, like, you get food and you get food. He's just like throwing it at people.
They have to eat it in 6 seconds, otherwise it starts to wither away.
Yep.
They grab it and they're like, ew, the nuts are hot.
Where, like, Roberts just like
Why
throws
is
like
there
a
a hair here? Oh my god.
Roberts just throws a
geez.
fastball that's at somebody, like orange. Huh! Shot puts a watermelon into a house.
Hope that window's open. Here comes the cantaloupe.
Remember to take the skin off the nuts before you eat them.
Better do it in 6 seconds or it goes away.
Yeah.
Eat up fast.
Gobble them nuts
What do we-
down.
What do we got for you? Ooh, ghost peppers. Enjoy.
Ow.
One of them, I'm a bird. I don't have heat receptors.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Poison doesn't affect me.
Ha! Joke's on
That's
you.
why I made it for you. Oh, man.
So-
It's great feeding everyone.
All right. Yeah, you can feed the town. And so people can actually have some nutrition for working
Yeah.
because these are people now currently like trying to collect the stones, getting the bones, like loading everything up, and to a point where now like they're actually loading carts with porcelain. So yeah, Roberts, you actually are able to feed the town.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to do?
Besides get distracted by the Lost Woods theme suddenly coming on.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Don't really have too much more I had planned in this town. It was just kind of enjoy the happy vibes and spread some more.
All right. So, we'll wrap back around to Shawnee because you wanted one more thing before we close out.
Yeah.
What happens in Wivenhoe?
I'll give Alana a couple of days to like cool off, and then I will approach her once more.
Sure. Yeah, you give her a couple days to cool off before you approach her again. And she's working again, like moving rocks, moving porcelain carts back and forth.
And I'll just start joining her working, like,
Sure.
and just be like, Alana, hello, Alana.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I was going to apologize if you want to know, as I start loading bones into a bucket.
Yeah. And she's like,
I was curious about how you were fighting, and I think I might have. I like competition. I think I might have let the spirit of competition get in the ways. That's not how I wanted that to go. So I am sorry.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I just got upset.
Tell me why. Help me to understand.
Tell me why.
Hi. So, like,
Tell
as you guys are
me why.
as you guys are loading things in, and she's just kind of like, it's just, you asked me to do things, and then I just put it, and every time I tried to, it just felt like you were mocking me the entire time.
Oh, Alana, I am so sorry. I was trying to pointers to improve your skills. I must say, you do have skills as a fighter.
Sure.
You do. You almost got me with that. Oh no, I have fallen, and then the sand. It was a very good move.
Uh-huh.
It was.
She 100% doesn't believe. She 100% does not believe you.
I'm wiggling my eyebrows in a persuasive way.
You want to roll for that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Diplomacy, maybe?
I'm imagining this is what it
It's
looks
diplomacy.
like.
He's blink, blink, blink.
Well, he's trying to like wiggle his eyebrows quickly, but it's less like.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got a 25.
It's not bad.
Mhm.
Like, she warms up to it, but it's not 100%. Like, win over with that.
Listen, do you want to stay here and be a part of the town, or you expressed an interest in exploring the outside world? Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's what I want to do. It's actually go out into the world.
Well, how about this? I am going on a mission. We are supposedly leaving this continent. What is more exploring the world than that?
What do you mean leave the continent?
Oh, there's other lands out there, Alana.
No, there's no other. No one's ever talked about it.
I know, but there is one person in the whole wide world who has been all over the place, and I'll gesture towards the crocodile statue.
She kind of looks at it. She's like, "So you're going to leave the map?"
Yes. It'll be dangerous, I will not lie to you. There'll be adventures, but as a way to apologize, you could come with us and explore the world.
Okay, this one I will need another diplomacy check. Because you're convincing her, like, hey, do you want to go, like, you guys are in Europe. You're like, you want to go to America? She's like,
Yeah.
What's America?
It's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crit!
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she looks at the town and what it's doing, and she looks at you, and she's just like, yeah, why not?
Okay. However, I have some rules. You have to do what I say. If we are in a dangerous situation and I tell you to get the fuck out of there, you get the fuck out of there.
Okay,
Promise?
promise.
Insight check.
Sure. I mean, with a crit, you have her at
Okay.
this point. I'm not going to have you insight.
Okay.
Like, you 100% have her with that crit diplomacy.
And in exchange, I will teach you, if you wish, some fighting moves, and I promise not to get the way I did the other day.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Excellent.
Or why not?
I did
All
not
right.
discuss this with my brothers. Oops.
Yeah, we're going to look up the rules. I think there is a rule for having a, like, underling or something like that, a companion of some sort.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to look that up.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what it is, but that's basically what Alana's going to become. So we'll figure out what they are exactly, but essentially, I think there is some sort of like companion. You can rule set specific familiars or something like that, and we'll program her to be a familiar.
Perfect.
Basically. So, but yeah, congratulations, you got a dependent.
Hooray! I'm a father.
It only took us 3 episodes to start adopting NPCs. I think that's a new record.
Listen.
It might be, actually.
Yeah.
Do you know how we have a bad habit of just, like, loving random-ass characters that weren't supposed to be anything?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what happened the last episode, and I apologize.
I met an owl. The owl was so much cooler.
Oh, here
Oh, Discord did not like that.
Nope, it cut
Nope.
out.
Hello, here I am again. Like that?
Hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot,
I'm
hoot,
here.
hoot.
Hello, I'm here. Well, I'm out of the scene again. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. Are you an angry bird?
I can't answer that. I'm on the job. It flies away.
That's a problem.
All
Let's
right.
see some more questions.
So, you guys stay, I would say, for not a huge amount of time. I'd say probably a couple weeks as you guys help this town rebuild and do some work around it. Basically, like, you get the mill up and running, you teach everybody how to make porcelain, and then you guys head out with them to try to sell the items and convince shops to actually carry it. And it doesn't take very long or that much effort for people to realize, like, holy shit, this is porcelain. Like, this is a product none of us have, because basic stoneware, or maybe you make plates out of like iron or something like that has to be polished constantly. So, but now like people can have like fine china, and none of them have ever had this. Vases, all this type of things, even like tiles. So now watch houses are now available to people in the area. So it's a real like holy shit moment. And you guys realize that like that throughout, like when you go back to 3 streams, when you're in Wivenhoe, they don't have bathhouses. And this is something that you guys had actually enjoyed back in NOLA on Tish's estate. Like none of you actually even thought that was weird. That like, oh yeah, we have a bathhouse on the premises that we can go actually sit and bathe. And it was actually made of porcelain.
Oh.
Yeah.
It had porcelain tiles. But now you're like, oh shit, people don't actually have this. We just realized that like we were just lucky, and like this is just something we got to have while underneath our tutelage or get to use. But because of that, the area and now Wivenhoe becomes kind of a commerce center. So now people travel back and forth going through the old road from 3 streams to Wivenhoe to pick up porcelain.
While we're doing that, I'm also gonna vaccinate them against common things that affect towns like that.
Ah, very good idea. So, yeah, you said you can vaccinate them. Are you going to share that knowledge with people?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can spend your time, because I'm gonna, like I said, this takes a while for you guys to do. It's a couple weeks or a couple of months. You guys are in town helping.
So, yeah, during that time, I would also go out to the old roads and paths and just help sculpt the wood into something aesthetic rather than overgrown.
Sure.
Make it welcoming
continue.
for travel.
Yeah. You start sculpting the woods and everything like that. I think with the extra money or the initial money, Lehonk invests in the town. They actually pick up like nice tools and they start carving and making paths and actually making a nice cart road into town.
And then, I, in general, like, if we're here for a couple of weeks, I'll go with the merchants and start spreading word of like, yes, this wonderful material. Oh, you can only source it from Wyvern, and like spinning stories about how great this material is.
Yeah, you start like doing that. You sell it to traveling merchants, and those merchants take it on the Dusk Highway, and they start traveling up and down, selling this porcelain tiles. And so more and more orders start coming in, and there's more traveling merchants coming in, and like in the few weeks leading up to a couple months you guys are there, like people start coming back to Wivenhoe.
Mm-hmm.
So to the point where like while you guys are there, like eventually like one of the silent night guards are reassigned to Wivenhoe. So a new night guard is assigned, and even like, hey, they're now like on the little road you guys helped build, there are now dusk walkers traveling up and down it every so often.
Excellent.
Nice.
So it's become now actually an important mainstay for the area.
Yeah, when I'm not doing that stuff, I'm definitely hanging out with Oscar.
Okay.
And before we leave, I definitely want to get like an address where I could like send messenger dragonflies, I guess, to him. I don't know.
Sure. So when it comes down to messages, you guys have a post system. So there are post officers.
Oh.
Hell, I'll even put it this way. The Brotherhood of the Dawn actually run the post office.
They're all run by storks. All the storks deliver the mail.
Yep. All the storks deliver the mail. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
All I'm thinking of like the what is it? The kosher stork guy.
the
Pickles.
classic.
Classic. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Vlasic pickles. That's what I'm thinking of. Is that stork guy?
Yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, to the point where now Wivenhoe has like basically a small, how should I put it? A small outpost for all three of the Trinity groups.
Once
Now, yes.
Once that starts happening, I'm like, all right, guys. I think we should think about what our next move is here. The Trinity is moving in, and I don't want to get that close to them, if you know what I mean.
Well, what's the next entry?
We turn to
All
the
right.
book.
Yeah, you flip through the books and you kind of like figure out, all right, this is the section about Wivenhoe and whatnot. And then you kind of like finally get to the section where she talks about arriving in Wivenhoe at this very small like village hidden in the forest. And then like you go back a little bit and you realize like, huh. So you get the sense that she was actually part of a traveling caravan for quite a while. So, I'm going to give it to you guys for the next one. Tish writes about her time with a traveling flamingo caravan.
Were they thespians?
They were thespians.
Damn it. It's gonna be a little hog-centric again. Shit. That's one thing I can't stand. Thespians.
What are you talking about? You're... Well, we're not blood related, but we are, how you say... a family.
I hate those things. They're cold-blooded, and they don't go near the water. Oh no, that's terrestrial. Never mind.
So, you read through her journal. She talks about how she was part of a traveling band of thespians going from town to town for a while. But she does say that they were based, like their main like hall was based in the town. That they used to travel from one town and then head back every so often during the cold months, where they would hunker down.
Is it Wivington?
It's
West
not
of
Wivington.
Wivenhoe?
No,
Oh, so then it's Wivingtana.
Wiventana.
Heading east. Okay.
Yeah, is
got
there...
it.
Yes. Oh, you said to the east?
Yeah.
I made that
So
up.
Oh,
I-
sorry.
Oh, was I right?
no.
Oh, damn it.
No, what I was going to say is like, all right, so she discussed how like she traveled quite a bit and you're just going through like all the different places she stopped. But how should I put it? The way that she described the main town where the thespian group was centered out of or home based out of was It is high up in basically like a mesa in the area. So the reason why she worked with these like flamingos is that they could just fly up this mesa and that their hometown was based there. And so you guys kind of like get out a map and like, okay, where the fuck is this mesa? And you see that like, yeah, probably northeast of us. There is actually a large, like, getting closer to the volcanic region, there's a mesa that way. So you basically have to head into the desert region of the continent.
Oh, we're gonna need to stock up on stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure there is shopping centers on our way there, though. Yes.
You think
yeah.
Duolingo's brother's gonna be there?
Oh, Luo or
Dulio?
Dulio? Yes. I'm sure he would be more than willing to help stock us up.
Hmm.
I would
Well,
hope
we'll
so.
see.
Perhaps I can sell him these cups and plates. Sort of a
Going
thing.
to a Mesa, then that's probably Wivenhoe.
I imagine like Honk is over the book and Alana's just like looking over his shoulder like, what's that?
Oh, yeah. What's that? What you got? So, I would say like, yes, if you head northeast towards the desert, you guys can actually hit the town of Belru. Belroux.
Belarus.
Belru. Belru is the town that's on the edge of the desert. So it's basically the last stop before you have to head through the desert.
That sounds like a good place. Maybe they sell supplies to help us travel through the desert. What do you think, Alana? Does this sound like the type of adventure you were yearning for?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the one I wanted.
Excellent.
Alright, well, first things first, you need to drink this so that you don't die. And I'm gonna shove an anti-plague down her throat.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Okay.
Don't worry, that just means you're part of the family. He does that to everybody.
I thought that was just a threat. That if I didn't drink it, he was going to kill me.
That too. Yes.
What, you want to die from the plague? We can make you die from the plague.
Is that
I
it?
don't recommend it. I've seen it happen.
Wait, it stops the plague? You just said, like, drink this or you'll die. And I thought you were just going to say, like, drink this or I'm going to kill you. That's what I interpreted it as.
Drink
Oh.
this and don't get the plague.
Oh.
He's generally
Okay.
a very good guy. Doesn't kill for no reason.
But if I don't get the... Then how does this keep the plague away?
Science. It's a different
Exactly.
type of magic.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I call it. Science.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll trust you. I don't have any reason not to, I guess.
Do not
it's
worry.
you
this
know.
mushroom.
Oh God.
doing?
No! Slap it out
mushroom
of his
sake.
hand.
Oh, the mushroom's on the ground now.
It's dirty and full of germs.
Eh,
Do not eat it.
just blow on it. The dirt
No.
won't hurt.
No. And I was like
So,
pushing her.
just
No.
like, it's like any child, like she's just like mushroom.
No. Slapping it out of her hand.
They honk us in the back room with Alana, and you have like his hand down her mouth, trying to get the mushroom out of her mouth. Like, get that out of your mouth.
No, stop chewing on it.
I'll get her one of these days. Just you see.
Just smack her in the back, and they're like, "Ugh."
Oh, that always hurts.
So, but yes, you guys have set up Wivenhoe and figured out your next destination.
Woohoo!
Wivenhoe.
Yep. So you figure that where she was, and that you figure out that like, oh, I guess I have to travel this caravan to a mesa northeast of you guys.
I just hope it's not a black mesa.
It's not.
Oh, phew.
Yeah.
Unless
So-
it is.
Yeah, as a
That'd be
final
really
act
bad.
before I leave town, I'm gonna
Mhm.
find the tallest tree and place one more Tish totem overlooking in the direction of Nola.
Ha. Joke's on you. There's already a porcelain one sitting up on a tree.
Well, that one's
And it's
different.
doing the disco point.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead and put your totem up.
Yep. All right.
Yep. So it's facing direction. It's up in the tree and facing direction of Nola. So,
Okay.
but in our next session, you guys will be heading towards Belarus.
Woo!
So,
Woohoo!
and that will be a downtime session for you guys, where you guys get to prepare for your journey into the desert, to the mesa, where the Thespian group was supposedly based out of.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep. So we'll have an exciting time when you guys get there. But
Woo!
Yeah.
in the meantime, we're gonna call that an end for our session. So,
Yay!
Johnny,
Huzzah, we did it.
Thank you, Gimli one. God damn it. Why don't I go ahead and sign us out, Phil?
why don't you?
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you want to watch our previous episodes, you can go to youtube.com. There, we have actually posted this season in an extremely timely manner. Right, Phil?
Yes, surprisingly.
And in order. We are improving, you guys. If you want to support us monetarily, you know, guys, it's been like 3 years since Phil bought his voice mod. And we're still in the red for that. So, you can go to patreon.com. There, we have bonus episodes perfectly curated by Fry. Isn't that right, Fry?
Sure is.
Absolutely. There's definitely absolutely nothing on there. Don't you worry about it. But if you want to join us for some funny memes, you could go to Blue Sky. That's right. We have a Blue Sky account, and Phil sometimes posts funny memes. We post
Sometimes.
sometimes. You know, guys, life happens. We also post our weekly schedule. Isn't that right, Ghibli one?
Oh, what? Weekly schedule? Sure.
Absolutely. And please go ahead and join us on Twitch. We're here every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific. And with that, say bye-bye,
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
everybody. What the fuck were you mouthing?
I was telling them to go to the Patreon and threatening them.